It's like a bazillion ab muscles there. It's like 30 abs. God. First off, what's good? Hello, my name is Naja B. I go by Blurty or Blurty Otome if you want to keep things formal. And today I have something really special for you. Thanks to the awesome folks at Ravenstar Games, we are going to be playing the demo for Lost in Limbo. It's a dark fantasy indie Otome game that'll be coming out soon. The demo will be publicly available on August 21st. So we're getting this a week early. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I have been really excited about this game because I saw melanin. I saw so much melanin. And I just went, it's a dream come true. Look at all of these brown and colored folks in my game. So yeah, I was excited as hell to play this demo. I absolutely was gonna do whatever I needed to do to play this demo. Okay, so Lost in Limbo is a dark fantasy romance visual novel developed by Ravenstar Games. Some doors shall never be opened, some paths are never meant to be walked. When you finally quit your dead-end job, gotta love it, and move back to your mother's house in the ever-peaceful town of Fable, you think things could only get better. However, the moment you set foot in your childhood home, a harrowing nightmare long forgotten appears to haunt you once more. A tower that crumbles in the vastness of a bleeding sky, a voice that mourns and yearns for something. Nothing could have prepared you for what awaited you behind that door. Nothing and no one could have warned you of the danger you would be in if you returned to that town. You wouldn't have listened. Gotta love it. Torn away from your peaceful life and thrown into a world of danger and deceit, you are at the mercy of the 7 sovereigns of Limbo, almighty gods that have sworn to be your protectors, as long as you prove yourself useful. As the consequences of a plan set in motion long ago starts to unveil, will love be the key to your freedom, or the first chapter of your downfall? Nice. I like a little danger with my romance. Uncover the mysteries behind your summoning to the realm of Limbo, tie your fate to one of the 7 love interests, and face the truth of a world on the verge of collapse. All right, the cast. So we've got Pride, the god of Limbo. He's 52, guys, but he's only 5'11", which is a shame. God and creator of Limbo, Father Pride watches over the peace and well-being of his realm. But the life of a god can be solitary. When he welcomes you with open arms, his kindness draws you in, and a perturbing omen makes you stay. Then we've got Amon, the golden dragon of Dagalus. Him, 34 years old, 7'1", unapologetically so. Lord Amon lives his life to the fullest and indulges in as many pleasures as he can. Nice. His disarming personality could put anyone at ease, but the golden dragon is not as harmless as everyone wants to believe. Eye patch and danger, and I see the little chesty hairs, like, let's go. Though I would cut off that ponytail. Y'all know how I feel about tiny ponytails. Cannot stand little ponytails. Then we've got Rhea, Red Dawn, she, her, 32 years old, 6'2". I love me a tall queen. Let's go. Dedicated and brave, Prefectus Rhea takes her role as Limbo's protector extremely seriously, but the truth behind the realm's darkest times will soon put her loyalty and her ability to keep you out of harm's way to the test. And then we've got Gale, the Mindbender. Sorry. This is so funny, like it just messes with your brain. Him, 29, also an acceptable age, and 6'4". All right. That's a good height. Current master of the Grand Houses, Gael's sweet and noble personality won the hearts of the citizens of Limbo and has ensured his position for the past 5 elections. Sounds like a dictator. However, the beloved master has a secret that could end his reputation and plunge his already torn city into chaos. All right, next is Envy, the vengeful one. They, 24, and they're 5'8". Again, unfortunate, but it's okay. Also, an emo elf. Oh my gosh. I should call them an emo elf, but they kind of are. It's like a Loki elf. Love it. Stripped of their name and shunned after committing treason. Well, there you go. That's what happens. The sovereign, now known as Lord Envy, lives a life of solitude and confinement. Why am I thinking that they like to punish themselves? Like, I've been bad today. Self-punishment. I'm just getting the self-punishment vibe from them, and I don't know if that's accurate or not. Oh my god. Will you be able to break down the walls they have built around themselves for centuries? Or will you remain a prisoner in his castle for all eternity? And then we've got Aura, the Respite. She, her, 22 years old, 5'4", so a little shorter than me. And also, again, another baby. Kind and caring, Aura is not only determined to make your time in Limbo a happy thing to remember, but also to make things go back to the way they were, no matter the cost. Her dazzling smile hides an ambition and a determination that could serve you well, if both your goals are as aligned as she swears them to be. She's cute and sneaky. And she an ebony queen too. Listen, I support women's rights and their wrongs, so let's go. Last, we have Zal, the orphan. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. That is so sad. Imagine your title being the orphan. They're like Orlock. They're a little Orlock. I mean, like, imagine somebody being like, I am Zal, the orphan. Like, I'm sorry, I would laugh in your face. Like, did you choose that title? Did you pick that yourself, or was it given to you by someone else? Because I would fight. I would fight whoever gave me that nickname. Like, he did not. Okay, good. I mean, yes, it is unfortunate that they are an orphan and they don't have parents, but yeah, I think certain circumstances have to happen in order to get that title. That's true. Again, sad to lose your parents like that, but also I'm sorry, just I love it. It's great. It's so sad. so sad. You poor thing. He's 21, and he's the unfortunate height of 5'7". Oh my god. No, they didn't do this baby no favors. Orphan and you 5'7". Poor thing. Is he still growing? What? Sorry. It's okay. If you drink your milk, you'll grow some. Okay. As the youngest sovereign, no one expects anything from Zal. Oh my god! Seriously? I can't. You're the orphan, you're 5'7", and no one expects anything from me. Oh, you sweet child. That's a nice jacket, though. Where'd you get it? You are not canceling the game. Okay. I think I can do it. As the youngest sovereign, no one expects anything from Zal, not even himself. That is, poor child. Bro, you 21, you got your whole life ahead of you. It's not that bad. This man having a quarter life crisis. He's 5. He is seen as a good for nothing and a poor excuse of a god. Y'all wrote this. But you two are about to prove everyone wrong. I don't know, friends. For better or worse, he's the only one who can help you. But what if Zal needs you as much as you need him? Then he can't help me. If he needs me. If he needs me more than I need him, then he's not a help to me. This poor baby. Oh, Lord. Okay, breathe. All right, let's Let's do it. We're gonna play the demo for Lost in Limbo. Again, this comes out on the 21st. Let's do it. This game contains flashing lights that may make it unsuitable for people with photosensitivity. Protect yourselves, please. Since there is a default name, I'm gonna leave it. So we'll be River Winchester, and I'm gonna choose she, her. Those are my pronouns. But I do love the option to choose what you feel comfortable with. Continue. Am I sure? Yeah, I'm good. In my dreams, I see a black tower. What in the Sauron? I feel like I should be throwing a ring into a fiery pit, like an unexpected journey for sure. It has no beginning and no end, no doors and no windows, no past and no purpose. It was there before our kind took its first breath, and it will be there long after we take its last. It knows not of time or reason. It is greater than life and truer than death. I used to be afraid of it. Every time I closed my eyes, it was there, waiting, immobile, and ever present. I often wonder what it wanted from me. As infinite as it was, it lacked a voice. My questions remained unanswered night after night. Now I know I should have listened more closely. It was a clear warning, one I was determined to ignore. Even if the answer had been right before me, would I have been willing to understand? Okay, I'm gonna say something slightly inappropriate, and I think most of you in the chat know what I'm going to say. That is a shadow penis. That is that. What? Like, look at it's got veins. It's throbbing. Like, that's what this is. No. But like, it's a very robust tower. What? Look at it. In my dreams, I see a shadowy penis. Listen. Don't we all? Or is it just the Fujin in the chat? Would I have been able to turn my back on what was dearest to me? Ooh. I love the animation. That's really nice. I'm sorry. Y'all gave me a glowing naked person cheeked up, caked up, and thought I was not gonna hide the text box to see this? Like, and you can see the definition. I appreciate the detail, the level of detail here. Just, yes, I do wonder, why am I telling you this now? Why? Maybe even after everything, I still harbor love for you in my heart. Ooh. You think you outsmarted me, don't you? Ooh, are they not a good person? What will come next is inevitable. You are only delaying what is written in the foundations of the universe long, long ago. Okay, so it's fate. This was bound to happen. You are meant to fail, and I am meant to succeed. Says who? So why do you insist on continuing this charade? Are you truly this desperate? Those are fighting words. I don't know who you are, but I'm coming for you. You think of yourself as special, don't you? The chosen one, the savior, the hero. It must hurt knowing you're none of those things. It must make you lie awake at night, knowing someone else now has what once was yours. Okay, I'm fighting the caked up person. What is crueler than having no place to go, but having no one to be? And yet, you say nothing. Even now, as you stand at the edge of the abyss, you refuse to so much as mumble a word. Oh, it's wiggling. You can beg for forgiveness, for help, but you won't. Who is this person, and why are they starting something with me? I don't know you. Time is not on your side, betrayer. I mean, it's better than the orphan. Sorry. You will soon have to face me. All right, fine. Never. I will erode the hope of those who deny me. I will feed the fear of the disloyal, and the broken. And when they look to the sky begging for salvation, they will hope to see me and my wanderer. Oh, it's so much prettier now. My dear wanderer will be the key to a new and glorious birth, glorious purpose. Remember, betrayer, the Midnight Tower is not my prison. It is my fortress. Okay, this is Sauron. Got it. Ooh, nice effect. Huh? I wiped the drool off my chin with the back of my hand. The accuracy. The lobby of the occult and esoteric shop is as empty as it was when we got here. The old clock marks more than an hour since Evie disappeared behind that door to get a tarot reading. No one has come in or out since. The cheap, whimsical playlist coming out of the speakers of the waiting room is the only company I have. Chances are no one even knows I'm still waiting here. And yet, the first sensation that takes over me when the haze of sleep dissipates is that of someone watching me. Always feel like somebody's watching me. I can't get no privacy. It's been happening again recently. That buzzing in my nape, the disgusting tickle of 1,000 eyes digging into the back of my head, following me everywhere. Somebody thinks they're popular. That blasted tower again. The dream is getting longer with each passing day, more detailed and more permanent. Sorry, I'm a child. I am a child. Pay me no mind. I'll be a grown-up today. Now it even haunts my sporadic naps. If I close my eyes, what is crueler than having no place to go, but having no one to be? For as long as I can remember, this dream has been a part of my life, an infinite tower decomposing in the bleeding night sky. It's a cryptic dream, typical of the hyper-imaginative mind of a kid, something you let go of when you get older, but I didn't. It lingered until I stepped out of the Feyborn to live my own life, then it disappeared without a trace. But since I moved back 2 weeks ago, it's been visiting most nights again, as if it had been waiting for me to return. Sometimes I woke up from my dreamless sleep to wonder where the tower went. Now I can only wonder what brought us together again. I can't say I'm surprised it's back though. My mind has never been in a worse place than it is now. Jobless, broke, living back with my mom and grandmother in the old family house, waiting for my best friend to get tired of asking questions about her future to a stranger that allegedly has supernatural powers. This sounds like every other millennial just out here, just hoping for the best. This is so relatable. And dealing with ominous dreams provoked by feelings of anxiety and dread. One therapist, therapy! Yes! Yes! Yes to therapy! Every time there's therapy in one of my games, I get excited. Yes! One therapist told me the tower may symbolize my regrets, my self-hatred, or my fear of the uncertain future. Another specialist had a different hypothesis. Having my grandmother constantly claiming the town was cursed may have had some effect on my brain as a kid. My mother definitely agreed. Okay, I agree with that. Based on grandma's superstitious thinking, the longer I stay here, the more evil rubs on me. That means I'm cursed by now, following that logic. And everyone else who lives here, you'd think they would notice if they were. Maybe if I believed in those kinds of things, it would bring some kind of relief. I could try to uncurse myself if that's possible. Cleanse, purify. I'm not sure what the word would be. Oh, it's our phone. Wait a minute. Is that from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? Because it looks like the cop from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. A text from Evie, who should not be texting while she's getting her fortune read. Attached to the text is a poorly taken photo of what seems to be a bunch of rocks thrown on top of a round table. SFL, save for later. My lifelong best friend is still obsessed with the occult and is ecstatic to bring me along for the ride now that I'm back. My grandmother, who is close to 100 years, wow, Granny is up there, good for her, but has the spirit of a 25-year-old, keeps insisting the town is cursed and wants me gone again. The sooner the better. Mother is on the verge of having a fist fight with that very same grandmother if she dares to pull another one of her stunts to protect us from evil spirits. What does she do? The only sliver of normalcy I have in my life right now is my daily job hunting. Besides that, I've got nothing. Goals? At the end of the day, there's nothing in my mind but the gnawing fear of having made a mistake so far back in time, it's too late to fix it. A business card slips off its neat stack on top of the table in front of me. A bunch of flashy flyers lay next to them. Ooh. Master Lysander. A wandering mage seeking knowledge. The solution to break the curse that falls on the city lies nowhere else but in my powerful mind. Okay. Do you have uncertainties? Do you feel lost? Master Lysander's readings have the answers. Get 50% off your first reading. If you're so great and you're here to help people, it should be free. Quiet the mind and the soul will speak. Abandon the mundane noise. Make your appointment now. Waiting list 2 months. Happiness just a teardrop away. Master, get out of here. Glitter falls from its pages and onto my lap when I open the thick, glossy fold-out paper. Ugh. Yeah, no way. This man also thinks the town is haunted. That makes 2 people in all of Feyborn, which isn't much, but it's weird enough. Haha. Or maybe every place he visits is haunted. Convenient. Am I right, Master Lysander? Oh my god! Why would you say act to that? Oh my god. Hi. Can I see what's under that little drapey thing you got going on there? I press the flyer against my chest. The door has opened with a rumbling thud, and a shadowy figure stands at the other side of the room. Even with their eyes obscured behind the veil, I can tell that they're looking right at me. Okay.
The reading can begin now.
Ooh, stop. Yeah, please do my reading. What's my love life look like? For a moment, I don't know if they're talking to me or if another customer has come in during my lapse in attention. Who cares? They're talking to me now. It only takes a brief inspection to check there is no one else around, though. It's just us. It's not a complaint. Oh, that laugh. They gesture with their arm, holding the door wide open in clear invitation. I would run, skip through the door. You know what they say, never look a gift horse in the mouth. Absolutely. In we go. Let's go. Oh well, it's either getting a tarot reading or wallowing in my misery while I wait for Evie to finish up. And that could take, what, 3 hours? I wouldn't be surprised if Master Lysander kicked her out. Before I can open my mouth, however, I remember something crucial. Sorry, I didn't book a session. My friend is already in there with your colleagues, so...
On the house. Your soul looks like it craves some advice.
I'm craving something, but it's not advice. I want that smoky penis. It's okay, it's fine. Sorry. I managed not to make any weird faces. I'm glad y'all can't see my face because I am making a very weird face. I managed not to make any weird faces. As much as this is not my thing, I'm not about to laugh at it either. Out loud, at least. That's smart. My soul is kind of fine. I don't need to bother. You don't need to bother. Is it now? No, my soul is dirty, filthy, tainted. Please cleanse it.
Mind you, my colleague won't appreciate you digging a hole in our floor without good reason.
Why do they sound so sexual? Mind you, my colleague won't appreciate you digging. Like, why are you so sexual? You good? Their eyes are pointedly aiming at my leg, my rapidly bouncing leg. Okay, rude. I stop immediately, heat crawling up my face. That laugh is doing things to me. I don't know what to say in this situation, much less when the psychic angles their head to the room behind them. Maybe I can get another funny prediction to add to the pile. Would be way more entertaining than sitting here staring at the ceiling for God knows how long. I stand up from my seat and their smile broadens. This would not be the first time that horny killed me, so. As I follow them, I give a last glance to the door Evie disappeared behind. I'm sure I'll be done before she is anyway. Yeah, more private. I like this. Is that a skull? Why is there... Oh my god, we're not making it. Inside the room, the psychic stands in front of the bookshelf, their fingers hovering over the spines of the many books neatly tucked inside. It's a small place that barely has space to move around. The walls are cluttered with papers, posters, and other paraphernalia. The air is heavy, charged with different smells, mixing together in a distinct perfume. Please close the door and take a seat. No. Can we leave the door open? I reluctantly look back at the waiting room. There's an odd pressure in my chest I can't get rid of. No. Can we not close the door? I shake my head. I've never been intimidated by places like this. I'm not about to start now. I push the door until it's sealed, sending a flurry of some kind of sparkling powder from the floor. As I take my seat, the seer starts rummaging around. When they finally sit in front of me, they place a small notebook near the edge of the table.
I have been waiting for you.
I never told you my name. Yeah, my heart skips a beat. How do you...
The one between told me about you. They knew you would come to me today.
The one between? That's a new one. Amore and Pestle join the book on the table, as well as a slim wooden box and an ink bottle with an expensive-looking brush seated on top. No need to be so surprised. You, more than anyone else, should be familiar with the ways of the occult. My face drops a bit, but I'm quick to cover it up. By the way their grin widens, I can tell I've failed. There's no way they know about me or my family. They're surely only reciting a speech they use to impress every client that steps into this room. Discomfort worms its way into my chest, but inside it, there's the slightest spark of curiosity as the seer's veil slips back and their eyes glint through the darkness. Share your thoughts with me. No, these are inside thoughts, not outside thoughts. My thoughts? The first thing crossing your mind. I don't think you really want to know what I'm thinking. The key to getting acquainted with one's psyche lies in spontaneity.
Your mind, your inner self, knows more about what haunts you than you do yourself.
That's surprisingly insightful. No, it's not. Wait, before we start, I have to warn you, I don't believe in this kind of thing. I had a friend who would always take me to like psychic readings for like the New Year's, and I don't believe in those things. I think they're crap. And every year they would say some mumbo jumbo because they would read your expression or whatever, and they tell you what you thought you wanted to hear, and it was just always a mess. I did like the chakra cleanse though, because it was very soothing. You just kind of lay on your back and like on your stomach, and they put like rocks on your back, and it's warm, and it's just very nice. There's good sense. That chakra cleanse, love it. Their dazzling eyes flick down to the table before zeroing in on me again. You don't really believe that, do you, Miss Winchester? I do. There's a deliberately crafted balance inside you. What does that mean? This sounds so fake. You did a very good job of capturing every like psychic seer I've ever had to see. Like A+ work. There's a pointed pause as they tilt their head. Ah, yes, that makes sense. Your family's influence, yes? Okay. Got some, really white teeth. My mouth opens to ask, but their sly grin stops me. They know what I'm about to say, and I know what they would answer. The one between told me. Between what? You must know, then, how the minds of the chosen few are prone to connecting with unusual places and forces. I can't stop from swallowing the lump in my throat. The air becomes stiff and dense around me, and the shadows behind their figures seem to elongate until I can make out the shape of the tower. Knowing my name and throwing baseless hints about my life is one thing, but even someone like me can admit this is crossing some very uncomfortable and inexplicable line. Their demeanor shifts from slight caution to veiled challenge, fingers lacing on the table. You see, it's easier to enlighten the unbelieving than it is to take devotion away from the faithful. This is true. I assume you're planning to enlighten me then. That laugh. They only offer a curt laugh, laced with a tinge of satisfaction that makes my skin crawl. You are an interesting individual, Miss Winchester. We both have our reasons to walk the paths we choose. That we do. Now, as much as I would be ecstatic to discuss this further with you, shall you indulge me? I am very interested in what that mind of yours is hiding. The first thing crossing my mind, huh? Right now, there's a bunch of things I could think about. None of these things. What does the one between say about me? What can this one between tell you about me? If they know so much about me, you surely don't need to ask me. They lean forward ever so slightly, and I find myself imitating them. They say you pose a challenge, which I have already found out myself. Were you anyone else, I wouldn't have offered you my aid, but you truly are a special one. Fearless, confident. Life has tried to bend you to the ways of others, and still you have prevailed. For a fleeting and heart-wrenching instant, we just look at each other. I can see it in the faint glint of their eyes. They are carefully minding their words, lest something slip. It's just a tease, a taste of the extent of the knowledge they have for me. My, some would think that you're flirting with me. I love this MC. You're great. Are they blushing? Not us getting them to blush. Win for the MC. They laugh, boisterous and carefree, breaking their carefully studied role. Oh, I wonder. You are not here for love, however, are you? Definitely not. I'd say I'm here by pure chance. The one between doesn't believe in such a thing. That you are here today before me, just like they predicted, it can be nothing if not a matter of divine providence. I decide right here and now what's crossing my mind. All right, color me interested. Tell me about this patron of yours. They reach up to lower the veil over their face, but I catch the concealed dart of their tongue. My patron, the one between, they were once appointed as the watchtower of the universe. They ruled over the world akin to ours, where we committed sin after sin and strode away from the true meaning of life. The one between made sure their realm would never walk that path. There's a but somewhere. Staring at them, I can feel the words stuck in their throat, as if they were in mine, keeping me from breathing. I should not talk about them lightly, however. By contract, I'm bound to share only what they give me permission to. In other words, Master Lysander hasn't really written down the one between story, and if you say something you shouldn't, you may get fired. Oh. Fuck, I didn't mean to say that out loud, but you did. You could very well say so. I feel like getting fired is the least of this person's worries if they're dealing with a trans-dimensional being. Huh? They were right about you. Care to share? They said you wouldn't have trouble speaking openly. That's very generous of your patron. I usually get mouthy instead. So snarky, so sassy. I'm afraid I would have to agree. The chuckle we share thankfully dissipates the tension that lingers in the air. Let us begin. Okay. Begin? What has this been then? Just a warm-up? It was foreplay, friend. It was foreplay, River. Under my vigilant stare, they tie one end of the ribbon around their wrist. They extend their hand to me next, leaving it on top of the table. It's calloused and full of scars. Some of them are faded, small and thin, while others coil like serpents from the heels of their palm into the depths of their tunic. No. I hesitate. Something doesn't sit right with me. It hasn't for a while now, but how does this person know so much about my life? It's impossible. Do I know them from somewhere? Are they an acquaintance of my family that I don't know about? Not even a stalker would know about the intimate parts of my childhood. At least, that's what I want to think. I can't say I believe any of their words, but the shadow of doubt is starting to settle in my chest. Worst case scenario, Evie has been scammed and these people are weirdos. But what if this really gives me some answers? You seem to be particularly interested in me. Cannot deny that, okay? What do you win with this? If I stood up and left now, what would you lose? My patron would be disappointed. I don't expect to recruit you or convert you. I merely wish to give you insight, to give you the choice you've never been granted. Let's make a deal then. If I go through with this, you'll let me ask you as many questions as I want, and you'll answer them. We are in no position to make demands, but I love the energy.
I give you my word that after this whole ordeal is over, you will have the answers you seek.
Is that a good thing, though? No, it's not good. Not that their words mean anything, but I'll take it for now. I place my hand on theirs, and to my utter disbelief, they flip it over. They don't seem interested in the lines of my palm. Instead, they tie the other end of the ribbon around my wrist with delicacy and then dip the brush in the ink. As they do, I sneak my other hand into my pocket where my phone is. Oh, Lord. If something happens, I just have to press the power button 5 times. Then it's 10 seconds of countdown until emergency services are notified. Let's go! This is the smartest MC that I have encountered in a long time. Sis is like, not today, fam. Not today. I sound crazy. No, you don't sound crazy. You sound super smart. The seer stops before the tip of the brush can touch my skin, and their veil angles up as their eyes find mine. I give them permission with a curt nod. The bristles tickle my skin. My attention is pinned on the smoothness of their movements. Following the black trail the brush leaves behind. It's oddly fascinating. I thought I had seen everything. Oil, water riddles, ashes, needles, but this is new. I close my eyes, focusing on the almost soothing sensations of the brush caressing me.
Yes, relax. Let your mind wander far, far away, to places you never believed you could go.
Yeah, no. Where are you taking me? No, don't nod. Their voice is so captivating, it's impossible not to sit back and breathe deeply, concentrating on the feelings of air filling my lungs and then leaving in a fluid exhale. My hand is left on top of the table as they draw theirs away. The wood pressing under my fingers throbs. On the black, empty canvas that covers my eyes, I see something slithering up high in the sky. It's the tower. See it? Connect with it. No, it's an ominous, swirling shadow tower. Why would I want to connect with darkness? What do you want from me? What are you? Well, I don't think we want an answer to that question. I don't want to touch the pulsing dark pillar. No. I hear a metallic shing, rising goosebumps on my limbs. I become aware of the silence of the rumbling of something beneath my feet. There's that strange tickle on the back of my neck again, slowly taking the shape of a pair of eyes. It's Sauron. Oh my god, did they stab us? Oh my god, did we get stabbed? Oh my god. Oh my god! We were stabbed! This is why you don't go to psychics. Wait, why? The blade of a knife has stabbed through my palm. Are you kidding me? Digging deep into the wood, blood seeps through the grooves and stains them red. What is with this? Oh my god, the last game I played had a flayed hand. What is this? What is wrong with this mutilation of hands? There's so many nerves in your hand. The pain. I can't breathe. My sweaty thumb slips away from my phone. I don't know how many times I managed to press the button before my body goes numb. Oh my god. The whole room starts to spin, speeding up with each passing second. I slump over the table, wailing, my throat constricted around my vocal cords. Hands slither along my limbs, sharp nails digging into my skin, pressing me down against the freezing wood.
Please, don't be scared.
You stabbed me! I don't blink when I raise my eyes to the seer, still sitting calmly in front of me. They smile at me through the shadows of their veil, placing their hand on top of mine. Don't touch me! They're bleeding too, and our blood mixes in an indistinguishable crimson stream. That is so unhygienic, friend.
We all have to play our part in this.
What do you mean? Oh, don't get close. Back up! Back up! Back up! Too close. Their face draws close to mine, but I can't recoil. I can't fight this agony turning my limbs to stone. Pull the knife out!
I have played mine,
I'm in
and
danger.
now it's time for you to play yours.
I don't want to play. I don't want to play. They raise their fingers to my hair, brushing it off my face. Don't touch me! Fight. Fight. Fight, Wanderer. No! Why? If you want to live, fight. How do I fight? Stop yelling at me to fight. What do I need to do? There's only one choice. The strength that would not be within me rushes through my veins, inhuman and raw. Sit on his face, you know? It is. It's fighting the cushions again. My free hand curls around the handle of the knife at a dizzying speed. I yank the blade out from my hand, drawing an arc through the air with my bubbling blood. I don't think your blood should bubble. Yes! 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 Stab them! Victory! Finally! That's right, motherfucker. Gotcha, ass! Die! Everything breaks. Like red ribbons carried by the wind, the seer's face explodes in thin strips of meat and blood. Ew! Ew! Ew!
No! No!
Oh my god! Yeah.
This can't be happening!
You stabbed me first!
This was not the deal!
Well, you die today, friend! The last thing I see before white pierces my eyes is the seer's face, twisting beyond recognition as the flesh around their mouth tears with a terrifying sound. This is so nasty. And does no one hear this? The death throes of this fake seer? Like, I know these walls aren't soundproof. He was cute, I'll give you that. A violent gust of wind pushes me back against the chair. The furniture is lifted into the air, flying around like sheets of paper, and I cling to the knife for dear life. Yeah, hold the weapon, good for you. The chair gives in. Gravity pulls me down at the speed that flips my stomach over. It burns. Ooh, fire effect. Flames lick my skin, burning past my clothes and flesh until they reach bone. Oh. I try to open my eyes, only to screw them shut again, with a wail, afraid they'll turn into ash like the rest of me. I can't hear anything but a ringing in my brain. I don't know if my voice is reaching anyone as I scream for help. I crash into something. The impact racks my bones and sends a blunt wave of pain through me, stealing what's left of my breath. My ribs break one after the other like the keys of a piano being violently played. That is a very graphic visual. My charred skin comes apart until my raw flesh is in the open, and the raging gale carried... I'm not reading that. Sorry, I am squeamish. I'm not reading that. Then there's just silence around me and inside me. The sensation of my bones shattering into splinters feels like soft droplets of rain caressing my body. This is very descriptive writing. So this must be it. This must be what dying feels like. That sucks. Within the agonizing plague of thoughts tearing my brain apart, there's a clear revelation that leaves no emotion behind. I'm going to die. You're already dead. Awaken, my wanderer. Ooh, who is this? Oh, is it Caked Up Hottie? Hey, Cakey. She called them Cupcake. I see the night sky. Pearlescent tears glint in the vast darkness of the world. Above and below, as far as the eye can see, the soft hands of the void brush my hair away from my face and brace the soles of my feet. I'm standing, or so I think. I can see my bones peeking through the... Jesus Christ. You are here, but you are not. I'm not moving, but I'm looking around. There's no sense of direction. Left and right merge with up and down, and the only points of reference I have are my useless limbs. You are not complete. Something warm touches my hand. Then I look down. There's nothing but the... No, it's not my body that's being touched. It's me. It's your soul. This is most disheartening. I had hoped you would. Yes, I had hoped. That is all I could do. Do not fear, my dear wanderer. I will take care of you. Okay. The last person that said they were going to take care of me stabbed me and then exploded. All of them have failed me. All of them. But you won't. You won't fail me. Gentle fingers caress my cheeks, soothing my aching skin. The words tickle my brain, begging to be released. I won't fail you. Say it. Manifest it. Yeah, manifest it. Feel it in the depths of your soul. Whoa. Wait! I don't want to click that! I want to click the other things. Who are you? Oh my god, it won't let me click anything else. Fine. I know you are my dear, dear wanderer after all. Our last beacon of hope. The one that carries my will. A kiss falls on my forehead. The world lays me down ever so gently, and in its navel, brimming with life, I am left to rest. I'm cradled in vaporous waves, laving at the shore that is yet to heal from the storm. But one day it will heal. One day it will heal. And it will be glorious. This will be my parting gift to you. Shooting stars descend from above, sinking into the empty husk that I am. Inside me, they stretch and twist, sewing me back together, stitch by stitch. Okay, did we die? Hey, Cupcake! Then there's light. My eyelids still sticky over the unfinished and hollowed eyes, part to reveal a shining silhouette. Oh, the world groans with animosity, with hatred. The sky turns red for the briefest of instants before it settles back into a deeper blue. You never give up, do you? Breaking into my sacred chest, taking my wanderer away from me. Your cruelty knows no limits. Okay, I like the cupcake god. A gasp tears through my body as life is breathed into me once more. The pain is numbing and suffocating. But there is no chest for me to clutch yet. Our time together comes to an end. Oh. I will see you soon, my dear wanderer. Okay. Oh, my eyes snap open with the strength that sends a painful jolt directly into my brain. A dream. It all was... Fuck. It's dark. The red and black dots burned into my corneas mixed with the tears glazing over my eyes, making it difficult to focus on what's in front of me. I catch the faint chant of crickets in the distance. My skin shivers as I look at the clogged sky. It's freezing. Mud squelches under my weight as I prop myself up on my elbows, coughing and spitting the patches of grass from my mouth. Did we claw ourselves out of the grave? Oh my god. I wipe away the dirt on my face. My lungs are burning. Oh my god. Ah! Suddenly, every sensation crashes into me at once. I roll up onto my back, panting erratically for air, placing a hand on my aching stomach. Everything, it burns. I ball my hands into fists, only to be rewarded with a wave of sharp, white-hot pain. I try to gulp down every breath, but the air gets caught between my wheezing ribs. Under my skin, something's moving. Ah! No! No! I claw at my arm, at my throat, trying to tear off the lumps my nails run into. Oh my god! This is horrific! Ah! I collapse on my side. Blades of grass scratch my sizzling skin. A single drop of rain falls on my forehead. It's fine, River. You'll be fine. Ugh, my head. The sudden thrum of pain calls my attention back to my body. I look down, gasping at the sight of blood dripping down my forearm beneath a thick layer of mud. Oh my. The memories spring forth as if from an open faucet. Did they drug me? Was I hallucinating? My heart sinks all the way to my stomach when a single chilling word crosses my mind. Kidnapped. Girl. No. That seer clearly knew about me. I remember talking with them. I remember the pain in my hand and that adrenaline surging through my veins, but then Nothing. I can't recall a single thing after that. There's definitely something wrong with my body. They did something to me, but what? My phone. I have to check my phone. Thankfully, it's still in my pocket. The clock marks 11:26. Evie's appointment was at 10 o'clock. There's no signal at all, no internet connection either, but I dial Evie's number anyway. And how are you gonna get Evie? Alright, okay, I'll call the emergency number. Fuck, come on! There should be a network tower somewhere. Why can't I even reach the fucking emergency line? What if they attacked Evie too? Was the appointment a trap? I have to do something. I can't just wait here. The moon peeks over the clouds, its pale light bouncing off something buried in the mud. There, covered in blood, lies the knife. I cut them, didn't I? I just cut that person's face. I've never held a knife in my hand with the purpose of hurting someone or defending myself. As I grab it now, I don't feel that inhuman strength from before, but an unsettling pressure in my chest. It may come in handy if I have to defend myself. Someone might come back to finish the job, which is terrifying to think about. Let's get a move on. Oh, they're so pretty. These backgrounds are gorgeous. Balancing the knife between my fingers, I fit my phone on my palm, eyes trained on the empty signal bars as I start to march forward. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so eerie and atmospheric, and I love how the animations are slight, but they really add to like the scene. It's really pretty. A reddish light flickers in the forest below, standing out amongst the dark green of the landscape. It's a fire. There's someone down there. I'm saved. I raise my eyes to the sky as relief washes over me. The thick clouds disperse to unveil the moon, as if she wanted to give me her blessing. I have never seen the moon look so big. It shines so brightly, it illuminates the whole forest like a... Ah! It's the shadow penis! No! That is... But I... No, wait a second. Whatever they did to me, whatever's going on, it's just in my head. Nothing else. No, something's wrong here. My heart starts pounding loudly in my ears. The tower is there, just like in my dreams, standing infinitely tall right before my eyes. Something dark emerges from its body, dissipating into the air like thick mist. Oh no. It exists. The tower is real. Magnificent, isn't it? A sharp flash of pain drills the insides of my skull. The light of the moon becomes unbearable, and I turn away, clutching my forehead. What the hell did they do to me? Frigid sweat rolls down my spine. There's a suffocating pain in my chest. I need to find help soon. I glance back at the fire, trying not to let the massive tower on the horizon drag my attention away. There's definitely someone down there, but I don't know if my body will hold out long enough. Go back downhill, keep walking to the fire. To the fire. Light can't be bad. No, I'm almost there. I can't give up now. I've gotten this far. Just a bit more. Just enough to reach that fire. It could be shelter. Some teenagers partying in secret. A family having a camping night. All of those sound better than turning away from the tower and taking my chances in the dark. Whatever that thing is, whatever is happening, it has a logical explanation. With that thought in mind, I keep walking. The murmur of the wind is my single companion. At least the strange wooden lamps framing the path offer an adequate source of light. What was that? I look around, wary of any movement or sound, but after a couple of seconds of holding my breath, nothing happens. There's a strange chill in the air, and now that I pay attention, there's not a sound to be heard. I freeze. A long shadow stretches up amongst the jagged trunks, disappearing behind the lower branches of the trees. There's a figure standing at its end, remaining completely still. I can't see their face, but they're completely clad in black, their clothes tight against their skin. Their head begins to swivel from left to right, searching for something. Searching for someone. They found me. But I didn't hear anyone following me. No, No, they would have jumped me by now if they had noticed me, right? Whispers come from where the stranger lingers. A sharp ray of moonlight pierces through the trees, bathing them in light. Oh my god! It's a nightmare vagina! No! Oh my god! No! Kill it with fire. What the hell is that? It's a nightmare snatch. But like, he said get in there.
Put your hands up. You are arrested for being horny. You're going to horny jail.
Y'all don't see what I'm saying. It's not my fault that everything looks so sexual. What are you gonna do with the knife, sis? The hairs on my arm stand on end as I take in the vicious, putrid flesh of the creature before me. Jesus. The skin sizzles when the light brushes its arm, long and knotted together like rotten chunks of meat. One sprouts after another from a pool of mangled bodies, keeping it still. No! I slam my hand over my mouth to stifle a whimper. A familiar metallic stench reaches my nostrils and I press my lips together in a poor attempt to keep the blood on my hand from seeping into my mouth. Ew. Why does it know my name? This is a nightmare. This can only be a nightmare. The creature doesn't move. Its elongated head keeps pivoting from one side to the other like a watchtower. Oh, hide! Shit! What the hell was that? No. The air turns thick and hot. I gasp for a breath, then for another, my heart picking up speed at a ragged pace. That was a really quick time choice, by the way. River, find what? The campfire? The campfire! Someone help me! I don't realize I'm running until the bushes and branches start scratching my skin as I push myself through them. Every step echoes in my head, loud, painful. I need to get out of here. Why is it calling my name? I duck through the trees. The mud becomes heavy and sticky under my feet, but I keep going. The ripples of smoke come closer, and so does the tower. Keep going. My leg sinks into the soil, all the way up to my hip. I try to yank it loose, bending over and pulling with all my strength, but it doesn't budge. No, please, come on. Oh, the noises. The hand sprouts out of the fleshy ground. It coils around my free ankle, lumpy fingers creeping up my skin until they reach my calf. No. Another takes a hold of my elbow, pulling me down. My cheek presses against the putrid mud. The joints on my arms and legs stretch to a painful limit that has me crying out. My mouth tastes like dirt and iron. Something heavy falls on my back. The last breath of air I take is plagued by a rotten and thick liquid that pools in the back of my throat. Oh my god, we're gonna die. Stop calling my name. I'm sinking. I'm being dragged down. That was not supposed to happen. Why did you do that? Tell me. Did I actually die? You're smarter than that, stronger than that, aren't you? I refuse to believe I was wrong about you. You're not done. I love that I died. Great. We're not done, my wanderer. You shall rise again, but beware. I will not be there to snatch you from the great void's hands forever. When you die in the demo. I think this is the first. Awaken, my wanderer, and this time do it for good. Thank you for bringing me back to life. I'm going to save. We're gonna save. Because clearly I'm bad at games. Gabe said you fucked up. Try again. What was I doing? Not dying. Don't worry about it, honey. The tower is still there, waving its invisible hands. The feeling of urgency beating somewhere inside me creeps up to the forefront of my senses. Okay, I know. Yeah, I was running away from whatever the hell this is. So I'm the dumbass that ran towards the creepy tower when I should have run away from the creepy tower. Yeah, back downhill. You know what? I'll just go back. I can't. If I look at that, yeah. A roaring echo of thunder marks the first step I take back downhill. The lightning bolt could have struck me, igniting my body back to life. But I know what's driving me is nothing else but fear. I grip the knife harder, jogging as steadily as I can. What is a challenging climb before now turns into a maddening descent that numbs my senses. Damn it! My feet get tangled, catapulting my body forward. I tilt my shoulder to brace my fall, and I skid through the mud until my head bumps into a giant root of a tree. And now we have a concussion. For I know it, I'm mustering all the strength left in me to stand back up. There must be a road at the bottom of the hill, right? Maybe I'll be lucky and find one before I have to go all the way down. I stop. A few feet away from me, someone stands completely still, almost merging with the trees looming above our head. Fog slithers around their feet, licking the edges of a pair of long legs. I'm saved! I'm saved! Heart bolting in my chest. I resume my running, this time with purpose. Hey, over here! Ah! It's the nightmare snatch! No! Why? Its head swivels all the way back to face me, poisoned flesh squelching with the twist of its misshapen neck. God help me. It holds itself like a scared little kid, and a moany gurgle emerges from a mouth brimming with teeth. Oh my God. No! Those aren't legs! I watch as it struggles to get back up. Oh my God! Standing tall on a pile of disfigured bodies. Why are we here? Mud covers its disgustingly tender skin, and it wails my name once more. Oh, why? Such descriptive writing. The cold clings to the tips of my fingers, biting the back of my head, curling around my ears. Stop calling me! Oh my God, run! Oh, fuck! Run! Bitch, run! The world flips around me. As I hit the ground, the air is knocked off my lungs. Something sharp and incredibly strong pins me down, and a distinctive stench assails my nostrils. No! Okay, wait, I need to be prepared. Let me go! Oh shit, am I really gonna die? The knife, where's the knife? No, I don't want to be together with you. No! Someone please! I don't want to die like this. It pushes me down until the mud parts open and its coldness wraps around my oh my God, I'm gonna die again. Wait, I hear someone shouting far in the distance. Oh, please save me, person. Oh my God. Oh my God, are you serious? Did I die twice? Shut up. Don't mock me. Fine, bastard. Bye, River. Oh my God! Let's do it again! Hell no! Ain't no way, we're not doing this. No, I refuse to die like that. Go back downhill. I should save here. Wait a minute. Okay, we're not gonna die this time, guys. Fight! I raise the knife. It sinks into the monster's shoulders, forcing a watery yelp out of it. The force of the impact knocks me down anyway, but instead of falling on top of me, the beast rolls away on its side, writhing in pain. Yes, kill it. Die. Yes, run. I don't care about the painful burn in my leg as I race downhill without looking back. Around me, every inch of the forest melts into the senseless blur. A harrowing screech pierces the night. I don't care. It's following me. It's following me! Are you serious? Just keep running! I crash into something with enough force to knock the air out of my lungs. The sky spins as I'm pushed back. Then it abruptly stops. The moon stills high in the clouds. A hand closes around my wrist and pulls me upright before I have a chance to hit the ground. Please be a love interest. Please be a love interest and not a freaking monster.
Ooh, gotcha.
Oh. It's like a bazillion ab muscles there. It's like 30 abs. God. Mama likes. Mr. 7'1". Hello. Ran into a whole tree. Strong arm sneaks around my waist, pulling me against the solid body. My hands move up to brace myself against it. And when I tilt my head back, still disoriented, there's a man looking down at me with a smile.
You sure are a quick one, ain't you? Whew, took me a while to catch up.
Not you having a whole accent. I can't with you. You are 7'1". What you mean you couldn't catch up? I'm 5'6". Aren't you a dragon? Can't you fly? I open my mouth to say something, but only a whine makes it out. I mean, if I ran into this hunk of man, I would whine too. I'd be whimpering. I'm like, ooh. They are so cute close up. Are those freckles? The thing, it's coming. Yeah, I cling to the man, trying to warn him with my eyes. Man, why are you warning him?
Oh.
He seems confused for a moment, but then his lips pull back into an easy smirk, and he pats my head with a familiarity that feels entirely too strange to me. Girl, shut up. You take that head pat. It's comforting somehow. I didn't realize how scared I really was until now. I'm terrified. Please embrace me.
Aw, poor bunny. Don't worry your pretty little head about it.
He called me a buddy. We got a nickname already. Before I dare to say anything else, a scream erupts from the shadows. My muscles tense, and I unconsciously shift closer to the man, feeling his laugh rumble through my bones. Kill it, please. Ooh. That laugh was so nice. You're safe with me. It's just a little guy. What you mean a little guy? His arm curls around my shoulder, but I quickly push him away. Why? Are you crazy? Shut up, girl. Shush. Please kill the nightmare snatch. Dashing through the trees, the monster hurtles towards us. Its mouth parts open to let out another shriek, and I instinctively scream in reply, squeezing my eyes shut. A gust of wind almost throws me off balance, but the man's arms tighten around me protectively, keeping me steady. I shield my face against his shoulder and hold on tight as the storm whips my skin. Yes! It's all right. Nothing to be scared of. I'm not scared anymore. I slowly open my eyes again. He's smiling at me, his hand moving up to tousle my hair. Aw, he's treating me like a child. What every MC wants. See? A bit ugly, but nothing you can't handle. I turn around, heart beating in the back of my throat. Yo, thought it was dead. They ain't that dangerous when alone. A pack though? That's something else. Good for you, not for me. The creature remains immobile, floating in midair. Its many arms are stretched towards us, mouth open in a pained wail as it helplessly tries to shake off whatever's keeping it frozen in time. Please kill it. Ew. Ew. It slowly disintegrates, then quickly regenerates. The sight teases a spot in the darkest corners of my mind.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, please kill it. I look at him. There's not a sliver of fear in his face. Good. Excellent. That is a companion you want. The wind returns in force, and I grunt, protecting my face with my arms. The beast chokes on a pained scream. The birds and the trees nearby fly away at a spine-chilling sound. The deafening noise of exploding wood muffles the creature's voice as the fog and distance swallow it. Silence falls over the entire forest. I lower my arms, taking in the sight of the scene before me. The trees in the line of fire are barely standing, teetering on what little remains of their trunks. Oh my god, I love their laugh. See, wasn't that scary, was it? Not with you here and your bazillion ab muscles to protect me. A grin pushes at his cheekbones, showing all his teeth. His incisors are slightly pointy, and only now do I realize how much he towers over me. Yes, all 7'1". He's huge, massive even. I swallow as I crane my neck back to look directly at his single beaming eye. Thanks? Question mark?
Huh.
No big deal. Happy I got here in time. I am happy too. Aw. I have too many questions. So many I can't count them all. And yet only 2 slip through my lips. Where are we? Are you from around here? Aw, his smile crumbles. He crosses his arms over his chest, a thoughtful furrow on his brow.
This is the woods beyond, which is bad. We shouldn't be here.
It's so awkward. Why are you such an awkward little bean? Uh-huh. Did you just make that up? No, of course not. Yes, you did. He rubs the side of his neck. I surveying the forest around us, searching for something. He's so awkward. I barely overhear him as he mumbles to himself, but I have to agree wholeheartedly. Are you lost too? Is that it? Oh. He makes a weird face, as if the thought of him getting lost were something alien to even suggest. Not at all. This is just hard to explain. I'm not an expert or anything. All brawn, no brain. I set my lips into a thin line. The adrenaline is starting to dissipate, leaving me lightheaded and exhausted. Are we gonna pass out? The closest city, a landmark, a reference point. Any information would be useful except for a made-up name like the Woods Beyond. I'm sure I could be a bit more helpful if he wanted. He could be a bit more helpful if he wanted to. His reticence is strange, suspicious. I take a step back and away from him, marking some pointed distance between us. Even if he sort of saved my life just now, that doesn't mean he... Wait, he saved my life. He wasn't afraid of the nightmare snatch. Wait, what? What the hell was that? What was what? That thing! The thing that attacked us!
Huh.
Don't think too much about it. No! What is it? Yeah, exactly. Are you serious? What was that? What's that supposed to mean? What the hell is going on? Oh, what just happened? What's with this headache? I squeeze my eyes shut, trying to clear my mind. There's a loud murmur in the back of my head, trying to push itself forward. What in the hell? What is the whispering?
Hey!
No, I'm not all right. My heart hammers against my chest and my stomach churns, the little food still in it, forcing me to slap a hand over my mouth. I cough hard and something sticky coats my lips. Oh no. There's a lump of viscous but purulent substance sitting on my palm, mingling with my blood. The knife wound in my palm, now red and black, is dirtied with mud and specks of grass. Ugh. Oh my god. An acidic tingle runs down my arm, pulling at the wound. My teeth grind together to stop a heave from leaving my throat. Oh my god. Can't. The pain. Can you hear me? What's going on? I'm dying! Oh, his face is so much clearer now. His voice rings loud in my ears, piercing my brain and joining the whispers already torturing me.
No.
What can I do? I don't know. Talk to me. Let him help. Ask him to stay away. Talk to me. I like the little ding. I can only whimper back. My knees give way until I have to crouch down. His calmness reaches out to me like a friendly hand. He sits on his haunches in front of me, bouncing on the balls of his feet for a moment. I raise my eyes to meet his own, giving him my silent approval. You're going to be fine. Focus on my voice, will you? Okay. I let the gruff but gentle drawl of his voice wrap around me, closing my eyes as a shuddering breath escapes me. I'm gonna take your hand now. Sound good? It sounds perfect. They're so wonderful. I nod, stretching out my arms. His fingers are long, his palm wide and slightly calloused. He covers my good hand completely, giving it a firm squeeze. I breathe out shakily. He's so warm. You're gonna be fine. I'll get you out of here. Aw, thank you. For now, We're gonna breathe together. Follow my lead. Oh, we're having a panic attack and he's helping. Oh, that's sweet. I used to do that with Evie back in high school. I know this. I can do this. Yes. My voice sounds pathetic, weak, but he smiles. Let's go. Y'all paid this voice actor to breathe into a mic. I approve. I 1000% approve. I steady myself and follow him, gripping his hand hard. I focus on my body, on my throbbing pulse, on the ground I'm sitting on my heart beating strongly where our hands meet. I run away from the hesitant murmur grazing the nape of my neck, from the tendrils digging into my brain. I let the air fill my lungs completely until my chest is tight, and then release it when he does. That's it. Deep breaths all the way to your Kelly belly. What's a Kelly belly? I choke on a bark of laughter, opening my eyes to look at him. He gently rubs the back of my hand with his thumb. Oh my God, this is so sweet. What the hell is that? What do you mean, no talking? I obey begrudgingly, closing my eyes again. The dread knotting my chest subdues, my muscles relax, my body is heavy, as if I were back on my bed, too comfortable to move. The air flows through me with ease now, and I cling to the feeling of security it gives me. I'm in control once again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I shake my head as my eyes open once more to his smirk. It comes so easy to him, so carefree, so simple. I'm happy I'm not alone. You have a strong grip, don't you? I'm crushing his fingers between mine, twisting them in positions that don't look too comfortable, and yet I'm frankly sure he's just teasing me by the way the corners of his lips twitches when I release them. I let go, mumbling an apology under my breath. He shakes his head in disregard, raising his fist up at me. Aw. Fist bump! He's so cute. I can't stop a smile from climbing up my face. I knock my fist against his. Oh! Now let's take a look at you. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, he's like wiping my face. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. I still want to cut off his little ponytail thing because I hate it, but it's fine. He winks at me, producing a handkerchief from the sleeve of his tunic. That is a very loud handkerchief.
Ah, here. Let me clean that pretty face of yours.
Stop. I chuckle as he reaches down to my chin, rubbing the soft cloth against my skin and wiping it over my lips. I let him work in silence, watching as he scrunches his brow in concentration. For a moment, I forget that it's blood that he's cleaning off my face. I just become absorbed in the golden hue of his eyes and the little wrinkles around his lashes. There's a familiar warmth about him that puts me at ease. Then the handkerchief gets stuck on my right cheek. Something tugs at my peach fuzz and I groan. A bit of what? He scrubs with a little more strength, but I don't exactly feel it. There must be a thick patch of mud there, because it takes a while for the handkerchief to make contact. Is he using a dry handkerchief? Why is he smirking like that? Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Aww. He's so sweet.
As cute as that smile is, you don't want to be eating mud, right? Well, close your mouth.
Oh my god. Such a dork. So, you are that kind of guy.
Huh.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, you do. When he seems satisfied, he pulls away, and I catch a glimpse of something jet black and shiny laying between the folds of the cloth. I feel the same something on my hand, gurgling and drying out. Clenching my teeth, I give my fingers a quick shake, but it only seems to cling to my skin even harder. Ew. I can only hope it'll flake off later. Aw, thank you. My god, that laugh is so wonderful. Another wink comes my way. At least I think it's a wink. Can someone wearing an eye patch wink? Or is it just blinking? I guess they can. I suppose they can. I have questions now. I hope so. He folds the handkerchief and stows it in his tunic, stretching a hand out to me. I take it, yelping when he almost sends me flying against his chest the moment he pulls me to my feet. I think he did that on purpose. Are you blushing? It's fine, thanks.
Amon.
Oh.
The name's Amon. At your service.
Are you gonna bow, Amon? River, nice to meet you. Even in these circumstances?
Uh-huh.
The hand he keeps on my shoulder anchors me to the ground. I have a strange and absolutely uncalled for need to lean closer to him. I don't understand how he's so warm with only that coat draped around his shoulders. Maybe it's just that I'm freezing. With a shudder, I raise my head to eye him. What? The bushes around us rustle, silencing me. I tell the sound of footsteps apart from the howling of the wind. Who's Vivi? He beams directly at the myriad of trees and leaves, shielding the darkness. I try to make out what he's seeing, but all my eyes catch is dense fog and waving branches. It's the emo elf. Okay, wait. They look so snuggly in their little cloak. Look at them, so warm and cozy in their cloak of darkness. I just want to pinch their cheeks. Oh my gosh, and they're so tiny. Someone emerges from the shadows, announced by their pants and groans. A lean man whose face is obscured by a heavy hood leans against a nearby tree.
Finally. My legs.
Why are you groaning like that? They push themselves out of the row of trunks. Something in my brain clicks when the moon lights their form. I'm reminded of the seer, of the mysterious aura around them. They're completely different people. You took your time. I had to fight off a voidy. I'm sorry, a what? It's called a voidy.
This is your fault. You ran off by yourself without a warning. I'm not as fast as...
Oh my god. You angry little bean. Oh my gosh. They're so angry. Oh my goodness. That's Scowl. So cute. A pair of venomous green eyes fall on me, unamused, cold, regarding me from head to toe before flicking back to Amon. I'm gonna enjoy this one. Is this it? Excuse you?
Uh-huh.
Smells human to me. You're the expert. What you mean? Are y'all sniffing me? You have never smelled a human? What? Are you serious? That you know of. Ew. Oh. Right. Sorry to interrupt, but I shake my bloody hand in the air. I'm kind of bleeding over here. Silence, human. They're so angry. You only speak when spoken to? Excuse you.
Hey now.
Exactly. I blink, stunned. For a moment, I think I've imagined it, but they keep their eyes trained onto mine. With raw disgust, I find myself at a loss for words. You know what? I've had dirty looks thrown my way before, but they were nothing compared to this. His pupils shrink until they are as thin as needles, and I can only think of a viper ready to sink its fangs into me.
We do not have time for this nonsense. All of the circles have been summoned.
All of them? Perhaps the sudden breaking of one of the most critical and universal rules of our existence is not an emergency for you, but it is for the rest of us. Okay. Dingy little bee.
Huh.
Amon is like, I guess. Sure. I can tell. I glance between them, mouth still parted like a fish gasping for air. Right. As much as I am thankful to you, Amon, if you could just, I mean, I'm sure you two will have time to catch up after I'm taken care of. Stop calling me Bunny. It's too cute. This is Vivi, my little sibling. Oh, they're still a bit rough around the edges, but they're a good kid. Oh my god. Did he completely ignore me? Yes, he did. Wait, what did you just call me?
It's Lord Envy, if you must address me.
Lord Envy. Okay, I'm never calling you that. In fact, I'm gonna go out of my way to not call you that, just to annoy you. Enough frivolities. There is no time to lose. You are coming with us if you value your life in silence. Okay. Not a suggestion, I see. Okay, no, not doing that. I'm not going anywhere until you tell me where I am and who you are. And what do you mean? Are you threatening me? I'm merely warning you. If you look around, you'll most likely understand that you're not exactly in a field of roses. Well, no shit, Sherlock. I can tell. Yeah, exactly. No shit. Like, I can tell. Oh my god. That smile. It's beautiful. I want to punch you in your face. I clench my fist as a wave of anger runs through me. They're insulting me right to my face as casually as if they were discussing the weather. Oh, I'm gonna punch you in your face. Ooh, your little chiseled chin. Ooh, just get ready. Tell them off. Tell them off. Screw you. Excuse me. What did you just say to me? I raised my voice enough to silence the loud throbbing in my ears, taking a step towards them.
Fantastic. You are way simpler than I gave you credit for.
Screw you, bruh. Screw you. What's your problem, you asshole? Problem is that we do not have time to deal with your whining. By whining, either you follow us or you stay here waiting for those creatures to get you. I'm gonna throw you to the next one I find.
No.
Ooh. My whole body. Why does it keep skipping the text? It keeps skipping the text. Stop! I want to read what it says. Is that it? Yes. Okay. My whole body is burning. I can almost picture the exact moment in which I slap him across the face with my good hand. Yes. That text was too good to skip. They're being a bit of a little shithead. Yeah, they are. Make sure the path's clear, would you? I'll deal with this. Whatever. Don't come crying to me if anything goes astray. Shut up. And don't dawdle. Unless you want to die, then be my guest. Okay, I'm throwing you into the lake, the next one we run into. Envy sneers at me before turning away and stalking off. I make sure to glare back. Well, that's that. Yeah, thanks. He sighs heavily, massaging the bridge of his nose. Yeah, I'm good. I deflate at his question. I still train on the spot where Envy was not so long ago. I understand nothing. I'm bleeding, tired, thirsty, hungry, and the last thing I need is to get mad because of an idiot who wants to get on my nerves. Yeah, well, no, but... He smiles at me slow and gentle. I'm glad at least he's the one who found me and not this dick of a sibling. Yeah, like... If Envy had found me, I would have strangled him. Listen, I just want to know where we are and how to get to a hospital. I think something was done to me and... He rubs the back of his neck, avoiding my eyes. This secrecy, this reluctance to answer my questions, is honestly nerve-wracking. What if he's also involved with that seer? Just because he was nice to me doesn't mean he doesn't want to hurt me later. All right, this way. Okay. He starts walking. For a moment, I don't know if I should follow him or run in the other direction. Being overconfident is what brought me here, after all. I won't make that mistake again. When he notices I'm not moving, he turns around.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Come on now. But you gotta keep an open mind. I squint and size him up. He doesn't flinch under my stare. No tricks? His eyes draw a pointed line from the muddied top of my head to my soaked shoes. Aw. You have nothing to fear. I'm totally harmless. I don't believe you. He resumes his pace, the deep fog swallowing his figure as he walks away, not waiting for my answer. I don't have much of a choice, have I? That's not very reassuring, you know. I know, but you'll have to trust me on this. Things are about to get weird for you, though. Weirder than they already have been? Whatever the hell that thing was?
Yeah.
A bit more than that. Great. I keep my distance as I trudge after him, trying to be wary of my surroundings. I'm beat. We're nearly on top of the hill, I think. The night and the low clouds around the woods now hide the vast expanse of trees stretching towards the horizon. We don't walk for too much longer before Amon comes to a stop. Ooh, it's pretty. My foot kicks a stray rock, catapulting it into another muddy descent. The fog has gotten so thick I can barely see anything. Next to me, Amon raises an arm, drawing a wide arc in the air. The thick mist curls and glides away from him, retreating upwards until it's nothing but a sheer veil of dew. That's really cool. My eyes follow the edge of a long bridge, piercing the fog and leading to what looks like a small mountain. It's a castle. It's pretty. A tall silhouette stretched into the sky, illuminated by the occasional flash of lightning. Thunder comes a few beats after, a murmur that marks the distance between us and the storm. There, among the raging clouds, stands a building with a soaring tower that shifts into a gargantuan spire. It looks like a cathedral, looming over the forest with an inanimate intimidation. Okay.
Welcome to Limbo, the realm between. Our beloved home, prosperous land of the blessed ones.
Are you serious?
The realm between what, you ask? That's not important right now.
I didn't ask that, but okay.
But it sounds kinda cool, right?
No, not even a little bit. What? Wait, I've heard that before. The one between, the realm and the realm between. So they were telling the truth.
Huh.
Sort of a slogan. That's sort of a slogan. Don't worry about it. Okay. My eyes are pinned on the castle carved into the night sky. Bits and pieces of my conversation with the seer, fragments of their voice and their face flash into my mind. No. This is... Oh my god. Angry elf. What do you want? They appear from thin air, arms hidden beneath their long cloak. There's a slight tremor in their shoulders and beads of sweat rolling down their temples. Why do I feel like they never leave their home? Like this is the first time they've had to be out in the wild and they hate it. Vivi, you alright? I open the rift between the watchtower of the bridge. It's too dangerous to go on foot. We should make haste before we are found.
Ah.
My headache again. Fine. Listen, we have to go now. What do you mean? Don't go. You know the silly guy from before? There's more of them around, and they're bad when they're together. Like, real bad. Okay. That big castle over there is where we're going. Our dad lives there. Our dad? The idea of running away crosses my mind, but my feet are glued to the ground, my head clouded over by a growing haze. Don't go, my wanderer. Come to me. They want to take you from me. Oh, I'm cool with that. You're a creep. Don't let them. You're a creep. They're here. A whole lot of nope, exactly. And that sounds delightful. Can we go inside now? Fucking hell, can we go? Grab her. If it's like, grab her, let's go.
Ah.
What? I I'm not going to grab her. Snatch me, please, please. Throw me over your shoulder. I'm cool. I'm cool with it, please. Damn, Envy, damn. I glance over Amon's heavy build. Maybe I could outrun him. Please snatch me. Snatch this girl up and carry her to this building. No, how could I? I can barely stand straight. I'm only on my feet out of sheer force of will. No. Can we not go with the voice in our head? I don't like it. Do not fall for their trap. They look better than you. No need to be scared. Don't make that face. Why are we still talking? Do like Envy said, snatch me. His grasp tightens around my arm. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here now. Hit him, distract him. Why are we trying to run away again? Distract him. Wait, if I hit him, it'll be like Bella punching Jacob. I'm gonna break my fingers. Distract him. Look, over there. There's a bird. I cringe the moment my finger snaps up behind him. No way he's going to fall for that. Did he really look? Oh my God. Okay. He fully turns around. I push him away with all my strength. I barely manage to move him an inch, but it's enough to give me an opening. I start running, speeding up as fast as I can as my knees plead for mercy. I can't believe it worked. I can't believe it worked too. My guy turned. Why are we running back into the forest? If I stop running, I'm done. Either I pass out or I get caught. I don't even know if they're following me. I can't hear anything besides the crunching of leaves under my shoes. Don't look back, just run forward. No! Please, can we not get snatched? I yank on the back of my neck, makes my heels dig into the soil. I skid through it before my muscles grind to a halt. I'm bent backwards, bones cracking as my spine arches to its limit, and a painful zap runs down to my toes. The thought is crystal clear in my mind. Move, run, but my body doesn't respond. Something flashes before my eyes, quick like lightning. I can't move. Every fiber of my body has the tension of a bowstring, held impossibly taut. I shouldn't be standing. I look to the side. Something stirs and spasms amidst the dirt and mud. No, it's another nightmare snatch. Are we serious? I close my eyes, gritting my teeth. I can't feel my arms nor my legs, but I know they're there. I swallow down a breath, fighting against the hold on me. I fall back, every muscle and bone melting into a puddle at once. Oh, he found me! A pair of hands curl under my armpits. My vision blurs before focusing into a face I recognize. Damn it, hold on. He lets me go and my chest heaves as I enter a free fall. Then I blink and I'm wrapped in his arms again. What? I'm starting to. No, red text. You cannot, no.
Hey now.
I don't know if I can do that. Eyes open, come on. Let me go. I have to go. I push him away, my shoulders thumping against the harsh bark of a nearby tree. Rawr! I can growl too. I freeze. His broad figure casts a long shadow on me, feral and severe. That's hot. You ain't safe here, you hear me? Don't listen to it. Wherever you think you're going, that's a dead end. I mean, I've died twice. What's the worst that can happen now? Going? I was going somewhere? You trusted me before. I need you to trust me again. Before? That wasn't trust. Trust is a completely different thing. He just seemed decent enough, and I don't have the energy to argue. I've reached my limit. There will be time to explain everything later, but we have to leave now. My eyes snap up when something moves behind me. Envy rushes past us, a mass of green and black against the purplish shade of the night. Look at baby Loki. Amon, cross the rift and go. I'll deal with these abominations myself. I don't have time to register what's happening. I only know that one moment my feet are on the ground and the next I'm in the air. I scream as my head knocks against Amon's shoulder. The woods are a mix of color and noise in my peripheral, as I'm carried through them at a speed that has my chest tightening. No, this is too fast. I close my eyes and swallow the acid climbing to my tongue, the unmistakable taste of breakfast rising in the back of my throat. I was safer back with the monstrous thing. What? Are you serious? Did she actually say that? I open my eyes only to close them again, gasping for a breath of air that doesn't come. Something is shining so brightly I wince when I try to catch a glimpse, turning my head to shield myself from the light.
Oh, it's all right.
What's all right? I want to believe him. I really want to, but there's no way anything is okay right now. My pulse beats achingly in my fingertips, my cheeks, my temples. Right, you can open your eyes now. What am I looking at? There's a long hallway ahead, a floor of polished tiles stretched as far as the eye can see. My mouth falls open as I crane my neck back to follow the lines of the stone columns disappearing into the thick darkness obscuring the ceiling. The grim silence and earthiness of the forest has been replaced by the flicker of torches and the faint scent of wax. Wait, how did we get here? Where? I instinctively cling to him, afraid he's going to start running again, but he stands still.
Yeah.
Safety, yeah, I don't think so. What is that? Oh, we went through a portal. Nice. Amidst the floating dust and the feeble light of the torches framing each side of the hallway, I catch a glimpse of the forest. The image wavers as if the dark trees and the scrawny branches were buried underwater. It twitches in spasms, surrounded by a white shine that distorts the rest of the hallway. It's like a living painting, floating in the middle of the air, and when I squint to get a closer look, I realize there's something moving behind it. Here they come. Here what comes? Baby Loki! Remnants of liquid light bead on Envy's shoulder. He grunts and huffs, supporting themselves on their knees before fanning their hair back and standing tall. You're right! You had the ability to open a whole portal and you did nothing! God! More than a hand, it looks like a claw, sharp and twisted. Yeah, they're fine. They arch an offended eyebrow. Of course I am. Where's your cloak? Oh, did you lose your hood? Oh, the poor baby. Then their eyes roam all over me, curiosity behind his judging gaze, and I remember that I'm still in Amon's arms. Are you jealous? My eyes draw a line up his exposed throat and his jaw. He holds me firmly, but not forcefully. It doesn't look like he's about to put me down anytime soon. Please don't. Ask him to put you down. Why? Don't say anything. Get down. Why would you do any of the other two? Don't say anything. I'm good. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'll be able to stand up if he lets go of me. And it's kind of comfortable. His grip makes me feel somewhat safe, and the tiny and scared voice in the back of my head is begging me to just stay like this and let him handle the rest. Are you perhaps determined to carry the human all the way to our meeting point? Shut up, Envy. Are you jealous? It sounds like you're jealous. I snap my head to see them tapping the ground impatiently with their foot. Ooh, look at the blush! He's so red. Oh my god, it looks so cute with the freckles. Amon glances down at me and our eyes connect. He seems unsure, scanning me for a moment as if to decipher my intentions. Namely, if I'll break for the exit the second he puts me down. I don't think I could run. I think I won't, but I also don't want to find out what'll happen this time if I do. He's surprisingly gentle, stooping down slowly so my body can adjust. I stand up using his shoulder for leverage. He remains half crouched, watching carefully as I steady myself and bounce up and down to check my balance. All right, I expected it to go worse, honestly. Oh my god, the laugh is so deep and yummy. He sounds absurdly proud when he stands straight and crosses his arms over his broad chest, grinning at me. Oh my god, you angry little shit. Why are you here? It was your idea to handle the void bound. You could have carried her and I could have stayed fighting. True. Your single brain cell was already struggling the moment you saw her. You should be grateful I took control of the situation. This is why the other kids don't want to play with you. You're mean. They're like children. Oh my god, siblings are just like this. I'm not mean. Yes, you are. Amon starts walking, rolling his eyes slightly in my direction. I bite down a chuckle, moving along, when his hand brushes my back in a silent encouragement.
Huh.
I'm not mean. You all. He seems upset. Well, you're not mean. You're just an angry little bean. Amon looks at me sideways, shoulders shuddering. I see him mouth a very clear, of course not. The little grin tugging at his lips makes me snort. Oh, look at that blush! They're so adorable. So much fun to tease. They sound angrier every time they speak, broadening Amon's smirk. The glances he sends my way are making it hard for me not to laugh. You mean what? What's that you say? Ah, yes, perish the thought. I am laughing without restraint. I am not hiding it from him. He imitates Envy's voice perfectly. God. Almost sounded as if he played a recording. I absolutely do not sound like that. Yes, you do. You absolutely do, right, River? I would like to be excused from this conversation, thanks. Smart move. Envy clicks his tongue, speeding up his pace. He's embarrassed. I steal a glance at Amon, only to find him already staring at me with that sly smirk of his. He gestures ahead with a flick of his chin, and I follow his line of sight until I catch Envy rubbing his shoulder. It's almost comical to watch them, taking deliberately long strides to leave us behind. See, they get grumpy pretty easily. You have to know which buttons to push. Such an older sibling. Oh my gosh. Also, thank you for the stretch, Snow Monkey. Gosh. He's raising his fist at me again. Yes, fist bumps. It's hard to see him as a threat. Perhaps that's what's most dangerous about him. That before I know it, I'm being drawn to that natural charisma of his. That comfort that reminds me of my neighbors back home. Oh my god. He is so just sweet and disarming. I really like Amon. I nod, following after him. Angie Bean was good. There are a lot of questions mingling in the back of my mind, but the forefront of my thoughts is surprisingly empty and peaceful. This place has some sort of soothing effect on me. It's almost familiar. I can't tell where this hallway leads to, but somehow I feel like I know. I should ask someone, or I should ask something. I just don't know which question should come first. Oh my gosh. Amon's boisterous voice reverberates through the hallway, effectively silencing me. He breaks into a jog, leaving me behind with an envy that does his best to hide their face behind their hair. Oh, are you embarrassed to be with me? The master is here. What does that mean? Oh my. Peeking around Envy's shoulder, I see a man standing further ahead. The soft flicker of candles drawing the edge of a long and lustrous cloak. He turns around with a start, worry written across his face. Oh my gosh. That high waist is doing something to me. Oh my, oh my. His eyes are a little creepy though. They're so purple. Purple's my favorite color, but it's very purple. It's like drawing you in. Gosh. Oh. He strides up to us, the long cloak draped across his shoulders, flaring out behind him. The candlelight by his feet waver as he picks up speed, meeting Amon halfway.
Father keeps me. Are you two all right?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. But that's not important. Look at this. He excitedly does jazz hands around me. He's like, I found a human! Look at the human! Amon, I would punch you if it wouldn't hurt me. The color drains from his delicate face. I shuffle my feet, gluing my arms to my sides, in a poor attempt to look better than I know I do. I've rolled through mud, I stink of blood and foul water, and there's dirt clinging to places I'd rather not think about. There's not much saving my first impression. Not that it should matter. This is the cause of all this mess, yes. Okay, nobody asked you, Envy.
Huh?
Oh dear. Ooh. What? A gentleman! Are you putting your cloak around me? Because finally somebody's taking care of my needs. I am extremely disappointed in you, Amon. Okay, first off, I've been a very bad girl, Gale, and I must be punished. Please, please, Daddy, punish me, because that's how I feel right now. I'm extremely disappointed in you. Okay.
Huh.
This is wasted on Amon. Be angry at me. Scold me. I expected this level of sloppiness from our sibling, but not from you. Okay, what about me? Excuse me? To allow her to be in this foul condition. Thank you! Everybody else is just letting me be here, filthy and just exposed. Gail is like, y'all could have put a cloak on her or something. Wait, I can explain. No, you can't.
No.
Thought you knew better than this. Gale shakes his head, not leaving room for any argument. For the first time, Amon's impermeable smile is shattered and reduced to a sour pout. Yeah, you messed up. I feel a bit bad for him. Just a bit. Ooh. Let's just stay here for a minute.
On behalf of my siblings, please, let me apologize.
Oh, thank you. My mouth parts, but only a pitiful sound makes it. I mean, I would whimper too. The only sound you can make is pitiful sound makes it out as our gazes lock. Behind his eyes, ripples of glimmering silk move in the color of early dawn. Pink shines from within in a pool of royal purple, enthralling me completely. God, they are just mesmerizing. I can see lightning dancing around his tiny pupils as a quiet whisper caresses the back of my neck, making the hair stand on end. He's writing. It's difficult to look away. Why would you want to?
You must be cold and terrified, among other things. I promise you will be treated with the utmost care and respect from now on.
Thank you! Somebody! I don't register the cape falling around my shoulders until he clasps it in place, smoothing the sides with meticulous hands. The scent of lavender and detergent clashes with the stench clinging to my body. Girl. And Gale smells like lavender? Stop. One of the few floral scents I can put up with. The warmth of the fabric drags a sigh out of me. My body stirs back to life at the sensation. My hands shake, snaking out of the coat to close it around me and press its comfort and weight against my tepid skin. I can't for the life of me summon any strength to speak. Why would you? Shut up, you angry little child. Like, why would you ruin this for me? Gale's head snaps up to Envy in careful consideration. His eyes immediately slide to the arm they've been very insistent on hiding. They're so small. You're right. You in particular should make haste. You two go ahead. Rhea is already waiting in the spire. I'm sure our dear sister will appreciate a bit of insight about the situation at hand.
Huh.
Are we using the spire? Yes, every precaution is too little. A particularly strained beat of silence goes by. I look between them, but there's nothing I can decipher from the mix of expressions on their faces. And what are you planning to do with this? Are you still calling me an it and a this? Can I punch them? Can I punch Envy? Can I just one good punch to the jaw? It might hurt me, but it'll make my heart feel good. As for our esteemed guest, I'll see to it that they are in better condition before meeting our father. You can fathom what he would say, if only by my own reaction. As he says that, his long fingers rest on my shoulder. The touch is so light I would have missed it if it wasn't for the scent of leather tickling my nostrils. Oh my God, you are so angry. Do you need a hug? Gale stands taller next to me. I glance up at him as his throat bobs down with a hard swallow, the tension clear in the air. Oh my God, you have angered Gale. You're gonna get spanked. Oh, wait a minute. All right, we leave the little bunny in your hands then. What? Shh, it's okay. He just calls me that. It's fine. Soft top energy is delicious. It is. Amon throws an arm along Envy's slender shoulder, pulling them against his side right when they're about to protest. Instead, there's only a nasty choking sound and a rather ominous crack. He says, shut up and come on. What? You cannot be... Shut up. Shh, honey, he's saving your life. Amon winks at me and turns swiftly on his heels, dragging Envy with him. They both retreat deeper into the hallway, past the torches I can see waving in the distance. I love the laughs.
They are a colorful pair, are they not?
Yeah, they are. Colorful is a curious way of putting it.
Please, allow me to apologize again, and not only on their behalf.
Aw.
Had I known the direness of your state, I would have done something to assist.
Oh my God, they are so sweet. Oh my goodness, why are you so cute? He fidgets with the collar of his shirt. He looks like a prince in distress more than I do, and that's saying something. Don't worry, no offense taken.
Thank you. Now come. I may not be able to do much, but it will be better than nothing.
Aw, what are you gonna do? Am I gonna get a bath? Can I get a bath? He leads me aside and coaxes me to sit down on the wall's overhanging frieze. Our hands find each other naturally, and he doesn't let go of me until he's sure I'm not about to keel over. So much more gentle than the other two knuckleheads. Like, thank you. Even when I smile up at him reassuringly, his fingers hover close, ready to support me if needed. Perfect person does not exist. Yes, they do. Before I can even begin to thank him, he bends a knee in front of me. Oh my God, yes.
May I?
Oh my God! Yes! Oh my God, can I take this one home? Just gift wrap him. Just gift wrap. White noise takes over my already struggling brain as he earnestly looks up at me. My heart flutters seeing how the deep color of his eyes pours into me, warm and kind. Oh my God, I want this one. I don't need the others. There's something so harmonious about him, about the way his nose arches and his smile tucks into a dimple on his cheek. Oh my God, just give me. It takes me a long couple of seconds to understand he wants to see my hand. When I try to pull my arm out of the coat, it gets tangled in the flaps, and I struggle to push them away. Oh my God, girl, why are you so awkward? Yes, please. He reaches out, his fingers delicately peeling off the pieces of fabric and freeing my hand. Heat rises to my cheeks as I place my palm in front of him. Sorry, I swear I'm not usually this clumsy.
Don't say that. You're already going through a great deal.
Oh my God, considerate, sweet, understanding. I am in a distressed state, and I've gone through a huge trauma, and this is the only person who has actually treated me with some kindness and not thrown me over their shoulder like a sack of friggin' potatoes. Like, Gale! A bit of clumsiness is expected, and the least of our concerns. I wouldn't demand you remain collected in this situation. I'm still not sure what the situation is, to be honest. His fingers slowly close around the back of my hand as he inspects the wounds. It takes a Herculean effort not to yank it back when his breath tickles the wet and irritated patch of skin. However, I'm afraid I can't give you any answers. Even if I had them, it's not my place to explain. But know that our intentions are not malicious, that I can swear to you. Okay, I trust him more than I trust anybody else. I bore my eyes into his, trying to find any cracks, any hints that betray his true intentions. There are none. That's reassuring, if true. He beams at me, a perfectly arched curve set upon his slightly flushed lips. Relief clings to the wrinkles around his eyes, squeezing the beauty mark on the top of his left cheekbone. That is so specific. And that means we're staring at this man hard. I don't know if it's entirely because of him, but I feel oddly safe as this man holds my hand as though it were made of spun glass. There's something strange about him, in a good way, and that's as relaxing as it is nerve-wracking. He gently flips my hand over. Underneath the blood, the blades of grass, and the dirt, I can still see the black ink decorating the back of my hand. He retrieves a cotton handkerchief from his pants pocket, and his eyes search mine, asking for permission. I nod. I'm absorbed by the delicacy of his movements. As he slowly cleans upward from my knuckles, he purposefully avoids the traces of ink, and his eyes narrow thoughtfully when the drawings start to reveal itself. Do you know what this is?
No.
Not without further examination. Okay. Gale ties the cloth around my hand. There's a look of absolute concentration on his face as he does so, careful not to touch me more than necessary.
Does it hurt?
Yes.
Of course it does. Forgive me.
Oh my god, so awkward and so sweet. He ties the ends of the handkerchief together with a bow, too fine for the occasion, and his thumb swipes across it as if to check its security. The sensations of the leather against my skin makes me flinch. This is as much as I can do for now. This is a lot, if we take the rest of my day into consideration. Between being stabbed, kidnapped, or this, I think the choice is pretty easy. Oh. Oh, well, that is a robust sense of humor. Thank you. Gale? Gale, was it?
Oh, yes. Where are my manners? It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Gael, current master of the Grand Houses.
Gael, I love you. You will be mine. As he takes a seat next to me, leaving a polite distance between us, I tilt my head to the side to get a better look. It only takes him a second to avert his gaze from me with a nervous clear of his throat. Which is a title you have no concept of, so it's not exactly relevant. It's relevant to me now. I can't help but chuckle at his bashfulness. He is so sweet. Nice to meet you, Gael. Master Gael? Can we call this man Master? No need. Gael will suffice. As I mentally repeat his name, something about it just sounds off. He doesn't look like someone who should be addressed by their first name.
Huh.
Yeah, let's go. He motions for us to stand, but waits for my reaction first. The other end of the hallway, where the other two disappeared behind us, is still as cryptic as it was before. Can we stay here for a moment? I need to catch my breath a bit. Aw. Yeah, of course. I cannot leave you alone, however, for your safety. I hope my presence isn't too unwelcome. It's never unwelcome. You are always welcome in my presence. It's not. It's just, I'm having a hard time trusting anything or anyone. It's not just you.
Huh.
Aw. Yeah, good. Be distrustful. River. Oh, River. I want to hear them say the name. It rolls off his tongue softly, as if it's something meant to be said with care. A wonderful name, if you'll allow me to stay. Oh, well, it doesn't have as much class as Master Gael, but I'll accept the compliment. Before I realize it, I'm extending my other hand for him to shake. He stares at it in dumbfounded silence. He clasps my hand and I squeeze. His breath staggers in the back of his throat, and he pulls back, cradling his hand against his chest. Oh my god, did we hurt him? Sorry, did I squeeze too hard? He casts his gaze lower to his slacks, stooping down to brush off a non-existent speck of dirt. Did I do something wrong or weird, for that matter? Oh, wait, do they not like being touched? I hate to pressure you, but the longer we wait, the more unstable you might get. What do you mean unstable? He stands up and straightens his vest, brushing his hair away from his face with a jerk of his chin. Awkwardness has found its way through his smile, but he still waits patiently for me to leave our improvised seat. I don't know what I did or said, but I would rather go back to that comfortable silence from before. Oh. Thank you for being... What do you mean unstable? Wait a minute. No, I don't have time to think about that. There are very clear questions taking the lead in my train of thoughts. Yeah, what do you mean unstable? He plays with the flaps of his gloves, searching for the correct words to say. I'm not sure what my siblings have told you, but your presence here is, well, a most rare occurrence. I do not know what to expect, so I shall expect everything. You see, the rules of our realm, of our home, they are different from yours. They may affect you in a variety of ways. Okay. I do not aim to scare you, of course. Our father will see that you are safe, I assure you. What does that mean? Consider me a bit scared, honestly. If you have any more questions, know that I'll do my very best to answer them and ease your worries. I must warn you, though, I may not be very useful. What do you mean? The problem is I have too many of those. So what now? What happens to me next? He shifts his weight, taking a long pause before speaking next. I'm not sure. We, the Sovereign, those in charge of safekeeping Limbo's realm, are arranged to meet with you shortly. We will decide how to proceed then, after a very much needed debate. Okay. How many people are we talking about? You've already met Amon and Envy. I have 3 other siblings, and our father will lead the meeting. He is the supreme authority of Limbo, you could say. That doesn't put me at ease in the slightest. The supreme authority doesn't sound too nice, but I guess he's the only chance I have to find some answers. Who better than the person who commands the place to shed some light on all of this? And what exactly is Limbo? Okay. Just like the firstborn is yours. What is the firstborn? That's what you call it? Firstborn? Our world came to life after yours, hence the name. Oh. Okay. Right. But that is not of importance right now. I know it's easier said than done, but do not get caught up in the details. The last thing you need is for your sanity to be jeopardized. Something unusual has happened, and we want to resolve it as peacefully as possible, both you and us. Okay, let's go. Hesitantly, I curl my fingers around the crook of his elbow. He leads the way forward, and we walk along the eerie hallway once more. I love that it's called the eerie hallway. He doesn't make any attempt to strike up conversation, and I'm not in a position to do so either. I merely count our steps as we endlessly follow the cobblestone path. The silence is surprisingly welcome, but short-lived. Something wails from within the walls. It's like a quiet mourning, the wheezing cries of the wind leaking through the cracks of every brick shaping the corridor. I can vaguely distinguish mumbled words among the noise. I look up at Gael, but he is merely staring ahead, his gaze unwavering. If he hears it too, he doesn't react whatsoever. Then my skin crawls as a slow, unnerving smile curves his lips. He looks alien, uncanny, detached, as if he was carved from marble rather than born. What was a soothing presence a second ago now makes me swallow hard and loosen the grip I have on his arm. The gate made of stone and wood stands before us. The archivolts go up as far as I can see, framing the tympanum that portrays a long-haired man in its center. His hands extend to each side, fingers stretching outward like branches embracing the scene below. Around him, several worshippers clamber up a hill, trying to reach him at the top. A pendant adorns his chest. It's some sort of eye inscribed in a bent triangle. Wait, I've seen that before. I cling instinctively to Gael's arm when the gates open with a thundering noise, making the walls tremble. He finally looks at me as if awakening from a long dream. Is it really all right? A gust of cold air hits me, coiling around my feet and filtering through the cloak. The scent of something acrid steals my breath away and burns my nose. Oh. It's like the room where Catalina has her little Catalina meetings in My Next Life as a Villainess. The subtle streams of light coming from the ceiling shine through floating specks of dust, and I look down at the threshold's clean cut, keeping the cobblestones from continuing inside. This way. I don't move, yanking him back with a strength I didn't know I still had. There's a chair made of stone in the middle of the room, rooted to the cracked floor. Over it hovers a shining black sphere. That's creepy. It catches the light coming from above. An endless pit surrounds it all, and from it emerges the ominous hum of the earth far, far below. It's a judgment room at best, and a torture chamber at worst. Oh my god, no. I shake my head, taking a step back. A wave of nausea pierces my chest, and I let go of Gael's arm, as though it were burning.
Are you all right? What's wrong?
I'm not going in that room. Yeah, not doing that. Please, I know it's not the most pleasant of sights, but you must trust me. I can't do that. I'm not going in there. There's no way. No! There's nothing to reconsider. If someone wants to talk to me, they can do it right here. This is just standard procedure. I'm not going in that room.
I promised you would be safe, did I not? Can you please believe in those words?
Oh my god. Why would you, I'm sorry. Yeah, sure. I do. I really want to trust you. I want to believe someone is on my side. But I don't. He withdraws his hand that had reached to touch me, rubbing his wrist instead. My chest rises and falls erratically as his eyes slide to the room before us. I leave you no choice. What are you about to do? Oh my god! He's got wizard eyes! No, see, trust no one. The air inside my lungs is expelled as one, as every fiber of my body tenses. Are you serious? Please get into the room. Are you compelling me to, Oh my god, his eyes bore into me, swallowed by a haunting glow. Everything around those glimmering irises becomes dark and blurry. Are you serious? I feel my thoughts seeping out of my head and then nothing. Okay, that is terrifying. What did I say? We should not displease Daddy. I knew there was something more to this one. Nothing but Master Gael. Master now. Take a seat. Yo. Gael unlocked Dom Daddy mode. Yes, Master. Yes, Master. I walk through the narrow corridor leading to my appointed chair. The ball floating above, no, the eye of self, stirs to life and regards me with a quiver. Huh? The air suddenly slices my lungs open and tears a high-pitched gasp out of me. Heat rises to my head in the shape of my own voice reverberating inside my skull over and over again. The thoughts flow back inside, desperately filling the emptiness left behind. Yeah, on your knees. On your knees, Gael. What did you do? No, you're not. Flames bite every patch of my skin. I desperately shake the cloak off me, pushing my sleeves all the way up to my shoulders. You. He casts his eyes down to where his discarded cloak lays. The coat floats into the air, fanning my sweat-stained cheeks in the process. It flies away from me and neatly coils itself around Gael's arm. Oh my god. It's kind of hot. It's kind of hot in a creepy way.
No.
Ooh. I frantically sweep my eyes across the room in realization. Amon is sitting on one of the thrones, one leg hoisted over his knee. He raises a hand in silent greeting when he catches me staring. Next to him stands Envy, not claiming any seat. The only sign of acknowledgement they give me is stuffing their nose in the air. Oh my god. That thing on their arm. It's completely gone.
My. That takes some courage, brother. Good work.
Who's this? Oh my god! My ebony goddess! There's someone else in the room, right in front of me. A woman stands high on the balcony, hands leaning on the railing. Oh my god, yes. God, yes. Goddess. Queen.
You did well. Father's eye will now do the rest.
Oh my god. That's terrifying. Her voice sinks deep into my bones. I would think her presence has sucked all the air out of the room, but I know it's simply holding my breath. Oh my god. Whatever she asks of me, I'll do it, right? What must I do for you, my queen? Wow, sizing me up thoroughly. Yes. We received the notice more than an hour ago. What were you doing? Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my god, she is fierce. She is beautiful. I love the little, like, claw things. Oh my god. She could step on me. That's okay. Dear Prefectus, I wanted to present our guest in better shape than we found her. For our father. Oh my gosh. Alas, I am not sure I achieved that. No, you didn't. She raises a hand to her forehead, heaving a long sigh. Her right arm reflects the purplish light of the room, highlighting the many curves and crevices, giving shape to an elegant prosthesis. It is really pretty. You and your compassion again, Gael. I admire you. It does not even falter in these circumstances, does it?
Huh.
On the contrary, it should be stronger than ever in moments like this. If you don't mind me, I will take my seat now. Go ahead, sit. He turns with a bow, and I stare at his receding back. The paralyzing fear strangling me only heightens with every step he takes. Who is he? No, what is he? What are these people? I take this as her. The disdain. I am not worthy. She's looking at me. The drum of her metallic claws on the stone echoes loud enough for me to flinch. Her crimson eyes flicker with a dull curiosity as they fall on me. I curl my hands into fists as I hold her stare. Gael's handkerchief tightens around my hand.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Amon. Appreciate it. Oof. So this little thing crosses the crystal border and lives. Quite the miracle, don't you think? My tongue darts out to ease the dry creases on my lips. There is a clear accusation behind that clipped tone of hers. And those beasts haven't torn her to shreds either. As I can see, not a limb infected or missing. They tried to, for sure. We were lucky to be there. We'll see about that. She sighs once more with an audible tension and closes her eyes. When she opens them next, they instantly find me like a knife through the chest.
Listen up, child of the firstborn.
Ooh, okay. Yes, Mommy.
I am Prefectus Rhea, guardian of this realm and protector of the sacred chamber. I will be the one to judge you on this day.
Okay, you can judge me any day. You will answer every question I asked to you, and you will do so with honesty, lest you receive the punishment you've been looking for. Have I made myself clear? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am! It's in my best interest to behave as if I want to get out of here in one piece. Doesn't make it any easier to swallow what's left of my pride. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. Understood. No need. You may address me as Prefectus, whether to answer or ask. Okay. Oh, so I can ask as well. Interesting. Yes, Prefectus. The corners of her lip lift with a sly smirk, lighting up her eyes with a glow proper of a sated wolf. Yep. Oof. I don't know. I don't know what the other choices said, nor do I care. I didn't even read them. I saw yes, ma'am, and said, yep. They were, whatever they were disrespectful. They were disrespectful to our queen.
Mm-hmm.
Cooperate with me and you shall be rewarded. Now, Amon. Amon is just ridiculous. What? Keep her still? Are you gonna hold me down? What? Wait, what? My brother will keep you restrained during this process. You must understand that this situation calls for every safety measure available, and he's the safety measure?
Huh?
Oh my god, please, Prefectus. We do not think it's necessary. Shut up, you. Gael, you are not allowed to speak anymore. Whatever mind control, whatever you did to me, not acceptable.
No.
She's harmless, Ray. You should know that better than us. Just look at her.
We do not know that.
Yep.
I won't make the mistake of being incautious.
Facts. Facts. I agree with our queen. I agree with her. I glanced at the closed gates. For an instant, I imagined myself sprinting and pushing them open, but they looked insanely heavy. Even if I had the strength to run up there without slipping and falling to my death, I don't know if I'd be able to push them open, or you could just jump into the abyss. If what you said is right, and this being comes from the other side, then we don't know what she's capable of, and we should treat her as such. Not wrong. Good point. We do not know the effects of her presence. We do not know the effects her presence may have. The balance has never been this feeble, and now this happened. She can barely stand. She's weakened. Okay, Amon, you're not helping. I mean, you're helping, but you're not. Yeah, this is not a game, Amon. Her intentions do not matter. She disrupts the balance merely by existing here. Exactly.
We should handle the situation with as much care as possible. And that means not taking any chances.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you don't. You are not allowed to speak, Gael. Oh my, you said enough. So I should be grateful nothing has happened to you? Father keeps me. Gael, listen to yourself. Father keeps me. Listen to yourself. You sound weak.
No.
I'm merely saying we don't have to judge her as a criminal. I mean, that's not what she's doing. She's just being cautious. And all I'm advocating for is ensuring our safety. That part. You want to play around and discover what follows? Then do so. She said, fuck around and find out. Yo. That was such a very polite way of saying that. Shut up, you jealous little shit. Nobody asked you, Envy. Not a soul. We have to cast our feelings aside, and likely our morals too, if we want to get to the bottom of this.
No.
I thoroughly refuse to do that. You used your mind control powers on me to get me in the room. What moral high ground are you standing on, Gael? Because you don't have any. Sit down. Shush.
Ugh, children.
Oh, who's this? It smells like honey, sweet orange blossoms in spring, carried by the tepid breeze of a sunset. A rainy day spent sitting on the porch of an old house that with a trusted friend. It smells like home. Is this Daddy?
I'm afraid our guest isn't feeling too well. We should calm down and lower our voices, yes?
Oh my god. A golden light ushers the room's shadows away. It bathes my skin, laying down soothing kisses, and I find myself sighing at the sensation. Daddy! Okay! Yo. Okay, father is here. Hello. Woo, child. A man dressed in white emerges next to Rhea, pushing her away gently with one hand. He stands in the middle of the balcony, watching on with eyes of liquid sunlight that pours right into me. His fingers draw an arc in the air that leaves behind a trail of stardust. I don't need a father, but I can use a daddy. Listen, Daddy can get it. Woo. Woo. Daddy said children be silent. Woo. Woo. Okay.
It is quite cold in this room. My apologies.
Thank you, Father. That sounds so terrible. Yo! The air around me warms up, embracing me with loving arms. The sweetness in the air expands, engulfing me, and I tilt my head back in relief. Slowly, the terrifying knot in my stomach loosens, deftly unpicked by the tendrils of light. Yeah, that is better. I nod. A tingle in my belly, it's not where the tingle is, but okay, urges me to look away from him, to avert my eyes from the unparalleled magnificence that he is, battling the feral need to just drown in the sight of him. The feral need? It's barking like, yo! Then it clicks. He is the man on the hill. He is the god carved on top of those gates. Fear not, my guests. It is an honor, as the father of this realm, to welcome you to my home. So, do not strike me down, oh Lord. But, essentially, we can smash Jesus in this game, is what you're telling me. You must understand the apprehension of my children. They mean no harm, and neither do I. A hand lifts and strokes my chin. It's warm and light, but invisible to the eye. The touch pulls at a string I didn't know was attached to my chest, slowly untangling it. Oh my God. Forgive me, for I have sinned. Every fear and worry dissolves by his hand, freeing me. I think this is not okay. I should not be allowed to be thirsty for this man. What a magnificent creature, don't you think, my children? Yeah, it feels so wrong to be horny over this one. Oh my God. Low-key Jesus. Fantasy Jesus. No one is looking at me. No one
Put your
but
hands
him.
up. You are arrested for being horny. You're going to horny jail.
I am going to hell. But like, the him is capitalized too. No one but him.
I am the father, pride of Limbo. You may think of me as the creator of all that you see before your eyes.
Oh, he's God. He's not Jesus, he's God. Oh my God. We can fuck God. I don't know what to do with that. These are my beloved children. I ask that you be kind when thinking of them. No, fuck Gael right now. Sorry. And Envy too, while we're at it. Oh my God. I don't know where to look. I shouldn't look at this one. Taking a step forward, Rhea clears her throat and hands brushing my jaw shies away, leaving no trace behind.
Father, please excuse our behavior.
Damn. You got our mommy over here to kneel? Dang. Okay, daddy. No need. Losing our manners is bound to happen in the light of such an unusual event. Except for you. God. It speaks of your noble heart and of your honorable intentions. Once more, I am proud of you. Why did they not bring... I'm sorry, I just realized it says Father Pride. There should be like a pride flag behind like the background in this moment. Father Pride. But sorry, I got distracted by a stupid thought. Why didn't Father Pride come out first? Because I feel like Pride could have shut all of this down. What were you doing while I was out in the wilderness wandering? He was knitting. I hope he was knitting me a sweater because I need one. It's cold in here. I am only sorry that I could not be here with you sooner, my children. What were you doing? The room is enveloped in tight silence as everyone settles into their seats without uttering a word. The lump in my throat, albeit less painful than a moment ago, still prevents me from doing more than swallowing. I should speak. Or maybe I shouldn't. No, we should shut up. Shut up, River. Don't say a word. The best I can do is try to plead my case. Shut, girl. Not the time. No, you may not. Can I? No. I look to Prefectus for permission, but she averts her gaze. There is a higher authority in the room right now. Yes, exactly, he said. He said politely, sit down and shutteth up. That is the nicest way to say shut your mouth. Adults are speaking. There are 2 of my children left for you to meet. Oh, yes, thank you. With all due respect, Father, I would advise to proceed with the judgment without them. No, I must meet all the love interests. This is much too dangerous of a matter to involve them. What do you mean? I understand your concern, but I'm afraid they are already here. Oh. Wah, 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 wah. There's a loud knocking from the other side of the gates. A breeze of laughter slips past Father's lips, and his hands sweep through the air at the very moment the doors begin to part. Oh my God, it's the problem, children. A bright-haired woman carefully waltzes in, dangerously close to the edge of the bridge. She bounces on her toes, adjusting her hold around the knees of a young man whose grip around her neck tightens as she teeters forward. Ah, yes, the orphan.
Ara, put me down! My stomach's still...
Oh my God, are you okay, you unfortunate child? Oh, look at all the little straps. Oh, baby boy.
You said you were too tired to walk, right?
I love them. I just met them, but I love them. Also, I'm hoping those tools are for plants and not for torture. Just a thought. He's the only one that can't call him father. Oh, true, because he's the orphan. Wait. That's so sad. So what does he call him? Pride? Master Pride? My liege? Doesn't mean you can... Oh. Your eyes are so blue. Why did I not notice that before?
At least walk straight.
Why?
Sucks to be you. It's your fault we're late. So, deal with it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to come in the first place. And you don't have to...
Oh my God. Stop bouncing the baby.
Just put me down.
No, honey. He brings a hand to his mouth as a very audible retch reaches my ears, urging a similar reaction for me. Oh God. Next. I instinctively glue myself to my seat. The edges of the backrest jab my spine. My loveliest. You shouldn't run through the hallways. You might slip on the wax. Aww. It's It's fine. Sorry for the delay, Dad. She would say Dad. These are the problem children right here. No need, my dear. But do put poor Zal down.
Ugh.
I don't know. I think he deserves a bit more punishment. Let's save that for tea time. For tea time? For now, we should take our seats. Okay. You see, someone had to go to the bathroom and couldn't wait. Oh, I can projectile vomit all over the place if you want. Okay. Ew. Yeah, I doubt our guests would appreciate that. I would not.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. Baby is so scared.
Huh.
Sweet circles. Is it true then? Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed. Your siblings just escorted her here.
The Wanderer of Worlds? I really thought you were messing with me.
Okay, these children need to be on leashes. It's not your damn Wanderer, Aura. Stop believing in that kind of stuff.
Ugh.
I'm not saying she is, but how many people have claimed to see the Wanderer lately, huh? And how do you explain this? This is proof it's real. Sure, proof. See, this is your fault for paying attention to those weirdos. And speaking of paying, there's no trace of the dizziness he had a second ago as he extends a greedy hand to her.
Hey, Daisy.
Ooh. She falls silent for a moment. It feels like I'm looking at a statue.
Huh?
I wouldn't have bet on it if I had known.
Oh, boo-hoo. Pay.
Hey, what you owe? She growls, throwing her arms into the air before jabbing a hand into the purse around her waist. I hear the familiar clinking of coins as she slams them onto his open palm. We said 30.
Ugh.
I'm not paying you 30. Siblings. This is a sibling relationship right here. You are paying me 30.
In fact, you said 30, plus fixing the compost machine yourself for a month, and cooking sweet leaf tarts for me the whole week.
Bruh, what kind of bet was this? Don't fight. Let us sort this out together later, yes. Children, sit down. But you still owe me 20. You ain't getting that 20. They make their way to the balconies, each step louder than before, even as they drift away. I watch as they continue their casual chat, throwing glances at me all the while. When the girl notices me staring, she waves at me. I avert my eyes. I need to get out of here, now. Are you seriously gonna try to run? I can sprint to the door, get to the hallway. You're not going anywhere. There's no time for second guessing. Yeah, good try. I try to hoist my body up with my hands, but I'm pushed down again the moment my rear leaves the chair. Yeah. Girl, where did you think you were going? I ask that you remain seated, my guest. My fingers spasm when I command them to move. Every mechanism in my body halts. A fist pulls back at the reins of my muscles, yanking me back against the stone. All the blood rushes to my head, the only thing that's still mine. It's useless. I can barely blink and breathe, and maybe I should be grateful for that. Oh my god. He's the one doing this to me, isn't he? Yes, he is. But how?
Indeed.
We can begin. Okay. The 6 thrones are occupied. Father stands on the balcony, hands joined before his chest. I'm about to be judged. For what? I don't know. It is known. Today, a human has crossed the border between our realm and the firstborn. This is proof. This isn't real. There's no way any of this is real. Now I will hear about the recent events from my eldest, Lord Amon. Okay. Vivi was the one who... Wow. Not you passing the buck. Father. Lord Envy was the one who felt the pull on the border. I think it's them who should... You know your sibling cannot answer, son. Ooh. The fingers still pointing at me twitch. I try to jerk my arms up, but the intangible force wrapped around me pushes back down. If he gets distracted enough, maybe I can— Girl, stop trying to escape! I gotta give her props for trying to escape, but stop. You're not getting away. We were both in the Black Citadel when Lord Envy felt the border weaken. We saw a light in the sky after that. We hurried to the woods past the circles, and we found the human near the limits. Pause. We encountered some void-bound, more than usual. They chased us beyond the limits. And far away from them, at that, they got really close to the 4th bridge. That is quite concerning, very. The void-bound venturing off limits. That can only mean the tower is getting more powerful. We should raise the alarm in nearby towns. The tower. Hearing that word is enough to drive my heart all the way down to the pit of my stomach. This may be my only chance. Excuse me, that tower you mentioned? What is it? Judging by the many reactions around me, it seems they'd forgotten I was here altogether. We do not know exactly. It is an entity that has been feeding off Limbo's essence for eons, long before some of us were born. Its origin is unknown, as are its goals. We assume it is sentient and intelligent to a degree. Any attempts at communication have been fruitless, however. That vile thing is a threat that spits monsters into our realm, the Voidbound, which you have had the pleasure of becoming acquainted with. Okay. That should be enough to satisfy your curiosity. No, it's not, but okay, mommy. Yeah, if anything, I have even more questions now, but I'm not sure how smart it is to show interest in this entity they're so afraid of. I see it in my dreams, after all. Maybe it's a bad omen, or worse, something that could get me killed if they find out. Also, thank you for the stretch.
Curiosity is a marvelous thing. Please don't hold back if you harbor any more questions.
Oh, thank you, Father. I can't see through that affable smile of his, but my guts churn and twist at the sight. There's something behind those words, intent, maybe a wish for me to keep asking.
You wish to speak, did you not?
Yes.
This is your chance. I now grant you permission to plead your case, if you will.
Oh.
Our dear Prefectus moderates this chamber, but today I will be the one to heed your words. I advise you to be wary of what you say, or what you do not.
All right, that's a surefire way to say save. I don't really know what to say. I don't know who you are, or where I am to begin with, but I'll tell you anything you want to know, with one condition. Don't die, thanks. Whispers erupt around me, some entertained, some horrified. My voice gets caught in the bottom of my throat for a moment before I can speak again. You must guarantee my safety. Promise me I won't be harmed, and I'll tell you everything I know.
I never had any intentions of hurting you, my dear guest.
I don't believe you.
I assure you that you fall under my protection, and my word and my will are law.
Well, true, he is God.
Is that enough to ease your concerns?
No, but I'll take it for now. I somehow managed to hold his stare. I can't, for the life of me, read his expression at all. Yeah, it'll have to do. Nah, I don't trust you. I don't trust your words nor your laws. Damn. Yeah, that'll have to do. Sure. If he really is as powerful as a god, he can do whatever he wants whenever he wants. I have no real guarantees. This is all I have, a hopefully not empty promise.
Indeed.
Oh my gosh. We will start with the very basics. Introduce yourself to the chamber, my dear. My surprise must be showing because he tilts his head to the side, inviting me to answer. My name is River. I live in Fayborn, a small seaside town. I'm nobody in particular, I guess. What about your intentions, my guest? Intentions? Right now? Survive, I guess. Rhea clears her throat. I can feel the strain in her forehead as she tries not to roll her eyes. Listen. How did you get here? I don't know. A seer stabbed my hand. What? A seer? I went with a friend of mine to get her fortune read. They offered me a reading too, and then they started saying the weirdest things. They attacked me, stabbed my hand, and the floor gave in. Then I fell. I remember... I racked my brain only to find that those memories are still scattered and fragmented. Sensations remain, but I can't put them into coherent words. I remember the ocean and the stars. Someone was talking to me, and I woke up in the forest. I don't think it's wise to tell them that Seer told me about this somehow. About the one between, or... Wait, are you the one between? Oh my god, why would you insult this? Oh my god, you insulted God. Oh my god, we insulted God, we're gonna die.
That is quite enough.
Ooh, angry. My mouth clamped shut instantly. Wow, it's bold of you to assume you could spit all this nonsense without being... I'm not lying.
Hey!
She did fall from the sky. I just said that. We saw the border being broken. And I saw the writings on the back of her hand. It's obviously a ritual. It's obvious a ritual has been performed. You don't have time to lose listening to this nonsense. If those damn creatures are wandering outside their prison, then we should focus on ensuring our people's safety. This is true. I'll see that every patrol station in every town near the 4th bridge sees their number doubled immediately. In the meantime, I suggest we bring the human to Red Lock until we figure out what to do with her. Huh? That's a bit excessive, isn't it? What's Red Lock? It's not. For all we know, she could explode any minute now. Red Lock is our safest bet. What do you mean explode? Yeah, can we run back? What do you mean? We would ensure she is under constant surveillance and proceed with further deliberation after the Voidbound are driven back to their swamp. We do have yet to reach a solution, and time is scarce. Do my other children have any suggestions? Why don't we try sending her back to the Firstborn? You all surely can't be fine with sending her to Red Rock of all places. I refrain myself from asking what Red Rock is. I think I get the idea. Exactly. It doesn't sound like a good place. It's not that simple. We have to consider the consequences of our decisions.
Harmless or not, which we don't know yet, we have to prioritize the safety of the realm.
Yeah, but I don't want to go to Red Rock.
Do you all understand that?
Yeah, we do, but I don't want to go to Red Rock. I do, but if he shouldn't be here, then let's send her back. The safety of the realm? Am I a threat somehow? Right, Saul? Poor baby.
Sorry, what?
Were you not listening?
Ugh.
Oh my god. We're talking about someone's life here.
What do you want me to say? It's not like my opinion will change anything.
You still have an opinion.
Just say something.
Thank you.
Anything would do at this point.
He sputters and slumps, deflating onto his uncomfortable looking seat. Are you serious? This child. You aren't gonna like it. What are you gonna say? Ray is kind of right. I can't stand you. We're in the dark about all of this, and the Voidies are running around out there while we argue, so... I know that, but... She looks at me, lips worried into a troubled line. I share the sentiment. Okay, what do you have to say? I don't trust anything that Envy's about to say. Rhea regards him. Their gaze meets for the briefest moment. Oh my god, what are you gonna say? We are not seeing the bigger picture, I'm afraid. Okay. First, the Midnight Tower starts spitting Voidbound. Then they venture beyond the limits, and now a child of the Firstborn shatters the crystal border and crosses into Limbo. Oh my god. Suspiciously close to the tower, may I add. Okay. Do you think these events are related? Probably. It can't be a coincidence. Exactly. Not when the tower is absorbing more essence every day, and the Voidbound are becoming smart enough to bypass our defenses. Okay, what's the point? Perhaps its sheer power is starting to leak into the firstborn, and this is a consequence of it. We know too little about the tower to disregard any scenario. It's either that or the human has been summoned here, and both options should concern us. That's true. If the tower is not responsible, it means someone has performed a ritual without precedent, and has done so with the purpose in mind, a purpose we know nothing about. Again, true. Another human sent here, you say? That's what she's saying. That or someone has summoned her from this side, and that seer of hers is just an unfortunate puppet.
Nonsense. The requirements for such a feat are incalculable.
No.
Unfathomable.
I mean, my queen, I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but you don't know that.
No. There is no way a simple human could do something like that. It's impossible.
But it happened. Then the only possibility left is blaming one of our people. Exactly. Those privileged enough to know about the existence of the firstborn are aware of the consequences of attempting something this egregious. Even if they somehow had the power and the knowledge to reach the other side of the crystal border, they wouldn't risk their positions, their lives, for any insanity like this. Father would know if they behaved otherwise. No one could pursue something like this unnoticed and without leaving a trace. You mentioned someone stabbed your hand, did you not? Yes, I did. They drew something on the back of my hand and then, well, you know the rest. I looked down at my hand. The cloth Gael tied around it is stained red. I saw it, yes. I couldn't read it due to the state of the wound, but with effort. She could have drawn it herself. Why would I do that? Also, I'm right-handed. And why would she do such a thing?
That is what I've been trying to tell you since we started this, Gael. That we know nothing. Nothing at all.
And yet y'all are jumping to conclusions. As such, we cannot ignore any possibilities. Can you say with striking accuracy that she is completely innocent and oblivious? Don't look at me. He forced me to sit here, yet he's fighting oddly hard to ensure I'm not sent to whatever Red Rocket. Oh my gosh. Thanks for nothing, Gael. Done nothing. Calmly assess the situation, defend yourself. Fault save. I will defend myself. I didn't do anything. I closed my fist tight enough for my nails to dig into my skin. I told you what happened, and you didn't want to listen. If you think I'm going to sit here and bear with you blaming me for this, you're wrong. This feels really personal. That's actually pretty personal. I have a name. It's River. Use it. Ooh, look at us. Her throat bobs as shock strikes her face. It takes her a moment to collect herself, but our eyes never leave each other. I value my dignity more than I do my life, some would say. Clearly. River, you claim you know nothing about our realm, or about how you appeared here. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's hard to believe. I could say the same. How can I know none of you are involved? Exactly. Y'all could have did this. There are no lies in this chamber. We live by the word, and our word is sacred. And you could still lie. I don't care about your customs or your beliefs or whatever. I want to go back home. I have never wanted to be here, and I never will. Whatever business you have with anything, really, I don't care. You want me to work with it? You want me to work for it? That's fine. I'll do anything. But save us the time. I don't think we can afford to lose much more. Ooh, got her at her own game. The room becomes mute. Expectation hangs in the air, turning it taut and oppressive. Nice, right?
Wow.
I love how everybody's like, damn, look at her. Wonderfully said, River. I don't want your praise right now. You have as many reasons as we do not to trust us, and yet we will only reach a solution if we try to understand each other. Gael? I don't want to speak to you right now. Raya, I'm sorry. Raya finally reacts by reaching up to rub her closed eyes. I feel like I struggled with her name because I keep calling her mommy. Anything you say? Anything. A long beat of silence goes by. She lowers her hand. Either you are willing to face the risks such words may entail, or you are desperate. A mix of both. She scrutinizes me through narrowed eyes. Her nostrils flare to release a heavy exhale, and there's a hint of something different in her crimson irises when she blinks next. Respect! Also, hello, Blue. Welcome. We have earned Raya's respect. Mommy respects us now. But my opinion remains the same. If none of you have a better plan, I will personally escort her to Red Rock. I'm gonna go to Red Rock. Oh my gosh, for real? That's what's up. Why'd you say something? You did a wonderful job. I throw glances around the room, but I am only met with a heavy silence of their deliberation. Pinched brows, pursed lips, and then an exhausted sigh. Oh God. I must reiterate, confinement should be our last resort. It is not only cruel, but we are also depriving ourselves from learning from River. Gael, no. Bad. You are not on my side right now.
Huh.
Wait, how far to the end? You gotta answer the question. How far to the end? If you want to be cautious, my prefectus, then let us personally watch over her. Okay. I don't want you watching over me, Gael. After that stunt you pulled, I really don't want you watching me. Keep your enemies close and all that. Okay, Amon. Amon is just a himbo. I cannot get any like malicious vibes from Amon at all. You know what, girl? Did you just roll your eyes? Who knows? Maybe she can help us solve this mystery. What's this Scooby-Doo coming after? We're gonna solve that mystery. Envy, you're jealous. I'm prettier than you. However, if the tower or someone else wants her, I agree it's best to have her in our possession and under our personal vigilance. Are you serious? Think about it, Ray. We know so little about the tower. If keeping the precious bunny means we can have some advantage, we should play smart. Why am I your bunny? And of course, you gave her one of your silly names already. Okay, Mommy, I understand, but you can't be angry about it. It's cute. And what if all of you are wrong? What if the tower has nothing to do with this? I heard it in my head. Okay, I heard the voice of the tower in my head. Can I say that out loud, or will that get me killed? Then it means someone is plotting something against Limbo's integrity, and we should stop it from happening, no matter which side of the border it belongs to. Your River could be harboring plans of her own, or fulfilling them for someone else.
Huh.
Then you'll agree it's best we keep a close eye on her. All right. I will trust your judgment. You lot are really tiring to argue with. Yo, that's what happens when you argue with siblings. Family will do that to you. I withdraw my proposal for now. Yes, no Red Rock. I throw my head back in relief. Great. Mystery jail avoided for now. Don't lower your guard just yet, River. Did she read my mind? Your promise of anything could mean any number of things. You had better prove yourself useful. I will practice. So sassy. She must have caught the cheeky undertone, judging by the way the muscles along her jaw go taut. I probably shouldn't mess with the woman who commands the chamber, but I can't say I'm sane enough to fully heed that right now. Father, how should we proceed now? I don't know. Father is looking down at his hands, twisting the many rings glimmering on them. It is a concerning situation, no matter the truth that lays behind it. Your arguments have been nothing but impeccably solid, and I confess I fear for us all. Oh. If our guest is the key to discerning the tower's intentions or to uncovering a treacherous plan to hurt other people, then perhaps.
Impossible.
But I will not put my family at risk. I refuse to do so. That's fair. That said, another thought occurred to me. What is that? As much as Arzal doesn't wish to engage in this conversation, perhaps he can contribute to answering some questions and assist in our decision. Okay? The poor baby! I would like to know if the human poses an immediate threat to us. Perhaps you can enlighten me on that matter, son. What does he have? The color drains from his face until his skin turns ashen. Jeez.
Well, I've never tried it on someone. And
Is he gonna like mind meld with me? Is he a Vulcan? I'm sorry, you have to touch me? Where?
Indeed.
Our approach is greatly affected by the question of whether or not our dear river is a threat to the delicate balance of the realm. Can I call for twink obliteration in this dream? Go for it. Oh my god, yes. But if you'd rather not, I understand, my son. We will find another way. Touch me. Wait. This sounds so bad. Also, I love how red their ears are. Zal's ears are like bright red. It is all right to be scared. Oh no. His legs, which had been sprawled out like a cat's, are now crossed at the ankles as he stares through them with his trembling eyes.
No, I can do it. I think.
You can touch me? Okay. Oh. Yeah. Trying can't do any harm, I guess. Yeah, touch me, I guess. Let's find out then. Ooh. Father's hand reaches towards the other side of the room where Zal sits. A thin beam of light emanates from the two of his outstretched fingers, marking the middle of Zal's forehead. The scent of orange tickles my nostrils once more. The light tastes sweet. And tastes light. Dear Prefectus, help your brother get down quickly. She's gonna throw him. She's gonna throw him. Oh no. The railings on the right side of the room quiver, then melt down into brownish liquid. An invisible mold hugs the cement to create a path leading to where I sit. Okay. Good, they didn't throw him down. Okay, I must warn you, my beloved guest. There is a ward embracing my son's body. Should you attempt to harm him in any way, I cannot guarantee what will happen to you. Oh, right. My throat squeezes down. A gulp it takes of its own accord. Father smiles tenderly as he steeples his hands. That's not terrifying at all. Thank you, fantasy god. There is no hesitation in him. The void in my stomach twists as I vaguely consider what would happen if he sensed any ill intentions coming from me. Zal fidgets, removing his hands from his pockets, and taking a step closer to my seat. I can see my reflection in his jacket, tired eyes and a gaping swollen mouth. Jeez. I barely recognize myself.
Hey.
Hey. Yo, this is so awkward. Hey. Aww.
I'm, Zal.
Hey, Zal. River. God, this is like a fever dream. This is so awkward. So, do you want me to explain what you know? What are you going to do to me? He's so pink.
Well, if you say it like that, it sounds like I'm gonna do something horrible.
I mean, it does feel that way, yes. I mean, I'm in the dark here. You could be. This must sound weird, but I can know about stuff when I touch it. Not an it, but okay. So that's what I'm hoping I can do to you. Okay. What kind of stuff? What you're made of, chemical compositions. I can also learn your body's functions or if you're sick. That's a lot. You think? You don't sound too sure. I've tried it on my cat a few times, but never on, you know, on a cat! I'm not a cat! I'm not a pet! His slender fingers shyly gesture at me. And what's the worst that can happen? I could explode! It's not supposed to be aggressive with what I touch or anything. I guess the worst would be learning nothing. Okay. That's slightly more reassuring. I'm gonna bite you. Oh my gosh. You said healthcare's expensive back home. Take the shot, listen. They're so cute. Squaring his shoulders after shooting Amon a withering glare, he jabs his hand out right in front of me. Your hand. Okay. Should have started with please take my hand. Yeah, thank you. That's much better. Yeah, put this child in his place. Ooh, what was that? Like he just jizzed in his pants. Sorry. It's terrible. I place my non-stabbed hand on top of his. His skin is soft, and his fingers curl around mine quite nervously. Good to know I'm not the only one scared, I guess. His fingertips find the back of my hand. Hesitant, trembling, I close my eyes, readying myself for any kind of pain as he squeezes my palm. Oh, they all have little freckles. I can feel my pulse battling his own. The point where our hands meet tickles, and slowly, the feeling turns sharp, like a pinch traveling all the way up to my shoulder. It doesn't hurt. My skin is caressed. My skin is caressed by a faint wave of dew that sets the hairs along my arms pin straight, like a field of needles. There's a low thrum in my ears and a tingling nudge behind my eyes. Then comes a flash of light, a spark of color of the morning sky. Ah! Look at your baby! So cute! Oh, I just want to pinch their cheeks. Also, gotta love how you don't see us, you just see the hand. Nice. A bluish glow takes over my arm, lighting it up from the inside. Every vein turns into a glint, sinuous line brimming with life. The orange and red hues of my backlit flesh bleed into blue. I can see all that lies underneath my skin, emanating a soft glimmer. His formerly gentle grip turns firm when my first reaction is to back away. His eyes are two beaming rays of cerulean light, lost in a vague point between my collarbones. Wow. It's very descriptive. Everything floats around us and stills. I can no longer tell his pulse from my own. We merge completely in an unknown sea, but I feel no fear. I drift away, letting the waves carry me, letting his eyes be my anchor. I'm submerged in frigid water, and the ice bites my skin. A voice tries to reach me. Fingers dance across the strings of an old and beloved instrument. Praise is given with the gentleness of a loved one. Then it arrives. Ooh, the tower. The giant peen! Grotesque, all-consuming, starved for millennia. It roars, straining against its shackles, tearing apart the very filaments of life. It lays in wait. It has been waiting for too long. Don't you think? Whoop. Yeah, I would let that go too. The light within my arm dies in a single instant. The pebbles floating around us fall back to their natural place, and the energy setting every nerve in my body on edge ebbs away. The last thing to fade is the shine of Zal's eyes. His pupils contract and his shoulders slump as his consciousness seems to slip back to reality. He scrunches his nose in discomfort and releases me slowly, letting his arm fall limply to his side. What is it? Yeah. Are you gonna tell the truth or nah? He squeezes his eyes shut a few times, clearing away the haze clinging to his expression. Oh my god, are you okay? He doubles over right before me, hands shooting up to grip his head. I reach out when he keels over, catching him before he can hit the floor.
Huh?
Are you okay? His dead weight pushes me back into the chair as he stumbles on top of me. The back of my head and the side of Zal's hit the stone amidst the chorus of horrified gasps. His eyes snap open. We're so close I can see every twitch and flicker of his pupils as he gazes deep into something inside of me. My chest stills. His eyes sink into my own, digging into the furthest reaches of my brain. I hear a soft whispering as his pupils turn white. That's terrifying. Every other sound is drowned out by the thrum of his body, like a bolt of lightning caught within his ribcage.
Huh?
Are you okay? I don't know how long he stays there, curled over me, hovering mere inches away from my face. He's not breathing. The glow disappears from his eyes once more, air re-entering both of our bodies at the same time. And only then do I realize that I'd been holding my breath just like him. Slowly, the heaving of our chests subsides and sink once more. He looks at me, conscious, serene. His bangs caress my forehead, but my body doesn't register the tickle they leave behind. You. His expression doesn't change, set in absolute neutrality, but there's a glint of something behind those impassive eyes, a glint that sends a chill through my very soul. He knows. She's harmless. What do you mean? Lethargically, he straightens up, with a steadying hand on the backrest of my seat. He blinks hard several times once more. Is he lying for us? Are you certain, son? He puts some distance between us and reaches up to touch the spot where he hit his head. The glance he throws my way vanishes any doubt I had. He knows. Why is he lying? Why would he lie? She's not gonna explode or anything. Well, I mean, that's true. The worst that can happen is that she dies, like suddenly, like dropping dead, I mean. Okay.
Wow. Way to put it, champ.
That's so funny. What do you want me to say? The balance is trying to, balance stuff.
Ugh.
Okay. Fine. She's like a non-wielder. Can't wield, can't see. Pretty much harmless. Okay. He's lying. Father closes his eyes. It's a moment of intimate thought, one everyone present respects. We'll take a recess now. I need some time to deliberate. Perfectus, you may send word to the cities closest to the fourth bridge. Yes, Father. She swiftly rises from her chair and disappears. With her, she takes the tension that was tightly threaded across the room. Sons, Lord Envy, a word. Wait, why is it sons and then Lord Envy? Why is Envy different? The three of them abandon their positions. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Never mind. I just thought about it. But still. This Envy uses they pronouns, but why not just say children?
Huh.
Can I bring River some water? Sure. Aw, such a thoughtful soul you are. Really? The breezy sound of bare footsteps takes over the lower floor. I watch, still in a strangely comfortable haze, as her massive pink hair trots away and charges through the gates. Keep our guests company, Zal. We will return soon.
What?
Yeah, you get to stay with me now, liar.
Wait! What am I supposed to
Just sit with me, jeez.
do?
Sit. We're alone. There's no one here but me, him, and the droning eye hovering above my head. He draws out a groan, pulling his jacket up to his shoulders. The fabric slides back down uncooperatively. I've been in plenty of uncomfortable situations in my life. This somehow isn't as bad as some of them. So, you good? I'm in one piece. I think that's as close as I'll get to all right. I can't tackle him. I guess I have to thank you for that. I was just doing what they asked me to. You lied. But you were kind to me. Yes, you were. Fine, I won't argue. Are you okay, though? You almost fainted. His eyes finally gather the courage to land on me, and they do so suspiciously. My attempt at gathering a bit of information has failed, apparently.
You don't have to be nice or anything. Like I doubt you care.
Oh my gosh. You small angry bean, what's wrong with you? That's a bit edgy, don't you think? Okay. Nice. And on point. I can't help but chuckle. At least I tried to. It is. Just a bit. I'm not gonna stop laughing at you. Oh, you small child. I'm surprisingly lucid, if you ask me. Don't know how long it will last, though. I could still do some bad to you, you know? Okay, sorry. Won't tease the small child. That's the most comical threat I've ever heard, but I keep my opinions to myself. He looks like he would flee immediately if he hadn't been tasked to keep an eye on me. One glass of water coming through. Thanks. Busting through the gates with a glass in her hand, she saunters over towards us. Relief washes over my temporary guardian with such strength, I'm afraid he'll keel over again. They went to get water. Baby, it's not that bad to be alone with me. Oh, please, don't tell me you're scared of River. Yes, he is. Did he see the same I did then? Or am I just imagining things?
Huh.
What's with the faces? What were you two talking about? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Keeping secrets from Sister Aura, huh? Aw. Fine. Here, River. Drink some. Aw, she's so beautiful. Aw. Everybody is sus, though. Still gorgeous. Several droplets vault off the overflowing glass as she drabs it in my direction, splashing onto my lap. The dazzling smile she's wearing could light up an entire city. Is it terror or anxious arousal? Ooh, fair. Thanks! I hesitantly accept the offer. The glass feels absurdly light in my grasp. I gulp the water down so fast I can't even taste it. My breath cuts short and my stomach twitches painfully at the sudden influx. God, that felt good.
Huh.
Circles. Do you want some more? Yes. No, that's okay. No, please feed me. We don't charge for it. You just have to ask. It's so funny. Her outstanding kindness is Her outstanding kindness is as welcome as it is concerning. I already let my guard down with Master Gael, and that didn't turn out too well. Exactly. Be suspicious of everyone. I rest the empty glass on my lap. Aura's smile broadens until her eyes are hardly more than a straight row of long lashes.
You don't look too different from us.
Because I'm not.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you hear Wanderer of Worlds and imagine someone completely normal.
This is true. Oh my god, you read too much. There's no wanderer of anything. I mean, I am the wanderer. I am the chosen one. Wait, that thing, the wanderer. What's that? Oh my god. Girl. The pair of peachy eyes in front of me suddenly draws close. In a heartbeat, Aura's nose is almost touching mine, and I swallow a squawk out of pure curiosity. The Wanderer of Worlds. The text moves too fast. It's just a stupid fairy tale. Nobody asked you unless you're going to answer the question. That's what someone boring like you would say. That's what someone who's not delusional would say. They are like children. Prick. Ugly. Wow. Idiot. You couldn't think that fast? Girl, let them argue. Their shared focus remains on one another, and they're bickering. There's a few hands thrown in the air, merging with some slaps, and soon a round of laughter wrapping it all together. That is so cute. Anyway, children, Can I have more water? Like a light switch, Ara's face is taken over by another huge smile that utterly erases the impish expression she had a second ago. Sure. Ara picks up the empty glass and shoves it right into Zal's chest. Yes, your turn. You heard the lady. What? Come on. You didn't want to be alone with me so you can get the water. After the traumatic experience you made her go through, it's the least you can do. Exactly. And traumatic? Give me a break. I'm the one who almost broke my head into. Well, that was on you. Come on, please. No. Don't look at the prisoner. What? Guest.
No, please.
Aww.
Do it for your super cute and kind sister.
Aww. Heck no. Is that sister in the room with us now? Exactly. Who are you talking about? Fine. But I'm adding 10 more to your debt. Aw, my boobaloo. That's so cute. Look at how he blushes. Oh, they're so cute together. Her expression twists mischievously as she watches her brother march away, her little hands rubbing together like the most villainous of villains would do. Well, at least someone is having fun with this. So, what's good? How are you holding up, River? I'm alright. I'm sure you've been asked that a bunch of times, but I can't resist myself. Well, I'm afraid I'll have to give you the same answer, so I'm alive, I guess. Unless you all have different plans. Because you don't, right? Plan to, off me?
Huh? I know everyone got a bit nervous back there, but I swear, we're not monsters or anything.
Oh, still not reassuring, but thank you.
See, things are not exactly perfect around here. But now that you're here, they might just be soon.
What do you mean? What am I supposed to do exactly? I think I understand that you're dealing with some problems, but I don't know how much I can be of use. I mean, your brother did say I might die any minute, which is awfully comforting and not terrifying at all, thank you very much.
Ugh.
But it's true, right? Yeah, it kind of is. Let's not think about that now, all right? I don't have the luxury of not thinking about my impending demise. What's important is that we all agreed on helping you out, because that will help us out too. Yeah, that's not the most altruistic thing to say.
Huh.
Most likely you will just have to not get into trouble and lend a hand when asked. Chances are this is just a weird misunderstanding and we'll find a way to send you back home in no time. And I'll be there for you along the way. Helping people is what I do best after all. Aw. Ara seems so sweet, but I'm very suspicious of everybody. There's a sparkle in her eyes as she speaks. It's compelling, passionate, like watching someone giving a speech they've been preparing for their entire life. And I'm the audience she wants to move. Your enthusiasm is appreciated. Aw, aren't you sweet? Thanks. First, I guess Gael will examine you properly after we find a way to interact with you without wow, causing a reaction that kills her. Thank you, Zal. Zal emerges from behind his sister, nudging her arm with the now refilled glass of water. Shut up. She yanks the glass off him and hands it to me. Just saying. Okay, listen here. Stop talking altogether. No. They're children. Fight to the death. And so it begins. Once again, I become a spectator of their banter, of their duet of jabs and puns, as if this were like any other day in their completely normal lives. It doesn't last long, for better or worse. A scraping noise from above makes them shut their mouths, and the three of us turn to its source. Tilting my head, I watch as the other 5 sovereign flow inside the room quietly, chatting amongst themselves. There's a relaxed air about them. Even the stiffness around the Prefectus's shoulders has subsided.
Huh.
Yeah, we're having a good old time. Have you decided my fate? Yes, actually, probably is very jealous. Aww, Amon. One more boring speech from the Prefectus and I'll die on the spot. There's nothing boring about my speeches. They're just too intelligent for your taste. Okay, fair point. Next time, try using some pictures and puppets, right? They just said this man is dumb. Oh my gosh. Oh, of course you would. Aw, my children, back to your seats. Papa's talking now. This won't take much longer. Everyone takes their seats as requested. Zal is scurried away at some point, and Ara is the one who lingers on the platform that's been my prison for a while now.
Huh.
You can keep the glass if you want, just in case you get thirsty again. Aw.
Hang in there. Just for a little longer. Alright?
Okay. Maybe it's her bright smile, or the familiarity in her gestures, in her movements. Whatever it is, I find myself nodding before I can think about it. Will do. She seems satisfied with that. With a final bob of her head, she turns to the stairway. Ara?
Huh?
Thanks. Aww. Don't mention it. Her lips quiver as she contemplates whether to say something else or not. With one last beam for me, she settles on the ladder, skipping all the way back to the upper floor. Aww. Thanks for coming through. I'm glad you came through. You did a phenomenal job with Ara. I like the voice. It's super sweet and cute and very nice and reassuring, even though everybody in this game is sus. Get some rest. Wonderful. God. As Father reassumes his position at the railing, the dust floating around the room freezes in place. The timid rays of moonlight peeking through the windows halt their dance. Not a sound or a word is heard. Okay. After careful deliberation, I've made a decision. It is true that the human summoning is wholly inexplicable, as are her true intentions, or if she has taken part in this unprecedented event. With that considered, I will have the Seven Sovereign guard this one's life until a solution is found and the culprit of this transgression is brought to the sacred chamber. As Limbo's father and protector, I know in my heart this is the right thing to do. As a father, however, I would not demand this of you, my children. If the worst scenario comes to fruition, many lives would be at risk, including your own. You don't have to ask, Father. The safety of the realm is the safety of this family. Your burden is our burden. Aw.
Yeah.
We wouldn't dip on you like that. We wouldn't dip on you like that, Pops. That's all. Ara? Ren, of course. Don't you dare count us out. Right, Zal? His expression tightens. We draw a labored breath in unison. Yeah, about that. Sure, I guess. Whatever. Why isn't he saying anything? What? Yeah, why isn't he saying anything? How will we settle this, Father? Will she stay in the spire? Will we take turns watching over her? Knowing how fickle her life is, I'm afraid the spire's volatile nature would not be ideal. My position does not allow me to dedicate as much time and effort to this matter as it needs. Therefore, I will ask of you to shelter River within your circles. She must be under strict vigilance, but also cannot raise suspicions. This matter will remain as secret as possible. Teach her our customs if she is truly foreign to them. Let us embrace her, and let her embrace our home. Sooner or later, the answers will be given to us, one way or another. Stand and cast your vote, if you will, my sovereigns. The room fills with the sound of shuffling of clothes and shoes. 6 hands rest atop the railing, and a quiet hum erupts from the earth, crawling up through the pillars holding this place together. Maybe the orphan is afraid of being replaced. Seriously. However, there is one among them who doesn't move. Of freaking course. Envy remains still, a distant look in his downcast eyes.
Indeed.
Even from where I sit, I can see Amon's Adam's apple plummet under the weight of Father's candid stare. I'd like to suggest we include Lord Envy in this. Why don't you usually not include them? Why are they not included? What do you mean you know the law? But they know more about the firstborn than any of us. It's not only fair that he has a chance to help, and it would be good for them to have a say in this. Maybe then we can... Aw, Amon. But why? His eyes meet Envy's, and the unspoken words between them are too intimate for me to watch for too long. What's going on here? It does feel like the end. We will speak about that when the time comes. For now, yes, I understand. Do you find yourself ready for this task, Lord Envy? As they glance at their father, I realized there'd been a faint softness in their eyes while they looked at Amon. Now, however, there's something else that words can't quite describe. Then it's decided. Envy stands up and joins the rest, his pale hands clasping the cold stone of the ledge. By unanimous agreement, the Seven Sovereign will take Lady River under their sacred protection. We will, however, grant our guests the chance of making a crucial decision. It's time, friends! Father offers me a fond smile as his attention zeroes in on me. He brings his hands together, squeezing his palms under a flicker of light, seeping through his fingers. When his hands part, a deck of cards swirls in rapid circles between them. Its pace soon slows to a halt, bobbing up and down amidst a golden glimmer. The balcony in front of Father parts before him, shying away from his presence. He steps into the void, and the air itself holds him aloft, coiling around his ankles with care, delicately fanning his clothes. My heart trembles at the sight before being soothed into a calm rhythm. A golden hand slips between my ribs and lovingly pats away the ache held there. It steals my breath. It relieves me of the never-ending pain of being conscious, of being present. I will be taken care of. Ooh, Daddy. Every thought is erased with a snap. I'm besotted by the glorious face approaching me, by the scent of morning dew cradling my senses. The world carries Father to me, stopping him at a distance that could be dwindled into nothing by a mere stretch of my arm. His power is unimaginable. I can taste it on my tongue, feel it in my veins, hear it echoing inside my head. Yet I fight it. No, something else inside me fights him, fights the hold his godly presence has on me. What are you doing to me?
I apologize. It is my very existence that troubles your soul, perhaps with greater strength than usual, as you are no child of mine.
What?
Gather your thoughts. My influence will pass.
Okay. I close my eyes, denying myself the pleasure of seeing him. Why are we so thirsty for Father? Knowing that he's not actively trying to charm me is all the more unsettling. A dangerous thought crosses my emptied mind. What if I gave in to him, to this influence? In my hands, I hold 6 cards. Each card represents one of my beloved children, our trustworthy sovereigns. Let instinct guide you, as each card is infused with tremendous power. They hold the very essence of my children themselves. Or, if you will, have your choice be based on cunning and strategy. Act as you please. Know that each one of them offers you protection, understanding, and knowledge. Seize this opportunity as one in a million lifetimes, my dear guest. I faced his delightfully overwhelming presence. I can't hold his stare too long. It causes flames to lick at my stomach in a blur of pain and pleasure. Are we getting horny? Is there anything you would like to add, Lady River Winchester? Thank you for not killing me. I will do my best to be of use. Thanks for not killing me, question mark?
Oh.
I would not
have done such a thing, my dear.
You wouldn't have killed me, but somebody would have.
You are unfathomably valuable. You are an unprecedented event. A change in the perennial tides of life.
Why you sound so excited? One of his hands delicately reaches out, and my body anticipates his touch all too earnestly. His naked fingers graze my cheek, and it feels as if the sun was kissing my skin, a warm, light touch that quickly turns into a searing caress.
A miracle. Or a curse. We shall see. Together.
That's terrifying. It is settled then. Today, you take destiny into your own two hands, for as long as you remain among us. The cards flutter and twirl before they fly away from the cocoon of his hands. They stop right in front of me, 6 perfect pieces of wafer-thin stone and glass, one for each one of them, just like he said. A myriad of colors and shapes formed carefully. Crafted stained glass images. Etched on the bottom of each card is a title, each more ominous than the last. I just have to pick up one, and then that's it. It's decided. Somehow, part of me still hopes that the moment I choose a card, I'll wake up in my bed. That all of this will be nothing but a bad dream. But that's not going to happen. I will fight my way through whatever comes next, no matter what it is. That's my only resolution, my only comfort. I will make them wish they'd sent me home as soon as they saw me. I reach forward, my fingertips hovering over the edges of the cards. The air around them is charged, buzzing with energy. It laps at my skin, beckoning me to choose. And so I make a decision, perhaps my final one. No. Oh, we did it! We made it to the end! What? Thank you so much for playing Lost in Limbo, the Lost in Limbo demo. Please consider supporting us on Kickstarter. Click the icon below to access our demo survey. Okay, I really enjoyed that demo. It was a lot of fun. You got to meet all the characters and you get introduced to the plot a little bit and kind of the central conflict, which is that tower. There's something going on with the Tower of Sauron, and it has some strange connection to you. And then there's the cheeked up, caked up, glowing god being in the middle of God knows where. But I really liked this. I had a lot of fun. I really love the characters. The writing is really good, really descriptive, really fun, easy to get into. I really love the art. It's gorgeous. The backgrounds are beautiful. The characters are really, really, really pretty. Of the characters, because I did meet all the love interests, which is my favorite, I'm torn between, I just forgot this man's name that fast. Amon, and I really like Dom Mommy Rhea. Those two definitely have my attention. I'm very curious about Envy because they seem to be excluded from things, and I don't know why. I want to know what's going on with that. Father is sinfully sexy. I almost feel blasphemous saying how hot Father is, because Father Pride can get it. Like, that man is dripping with sex appeal. But I really like all the characters. There's not one that I'm like, I hate you, go away. I like Gael, but it was a little terrifying when a man mind controlled me into sitting in a chair. There's just something terrifying about a power imbalance like that. But I am curious to see more about them in the full game. I had a lot of fun. I want to say a big thank you to Raven Star Games again for letting me play the demo early. And thank you guys for kicking it with me while we played. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. For the chat before we close things out, like, which characters were your favorite? Which ones did you like the most? For those of you who are still hanging on with us, please, 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 please go ahead and wishlist this on Steam. The demo will come out on the 21st, so please be sure to check it out when it comes out on the 21st. It was so good. I had so much fun with this. I didn't know if we were gonna finish it or not, but I'm glad we did. Thank you all so much for coming through. I hope you had fun. I did. I really enjoyed playing Lost in Limbo. I'm even more excited for the main game than I was before. I love the writing. I love the characters. I love the melanin. There's so many great, there's a diverse cast of characters, so many great characters to fall in love with. And I'm hooked. I am hooked. So I'm really excited to play more of this when it's released. But in the meantime, please be sure to support the demo when it comes out on the 21st. You can get it on Steam, you can get it on itch.io, but it will be available on the 21st of this month. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming through and sitting through this very long playthrough. If you want to kick it with me away from Twitch, I am on the socials. You can find me as Blurdy Otome everywhere, though I am most active on Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky, and of course my site, Blurdy Otome. And I have a YouTube channel where I upload stream highlights and things, so definitely check that out. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for me for the day. Hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods, and I will catch you guys in the next stream. All right, y'all.